Settlers of Catan set up. Simon's making some grub, and we're all sitting here getting ready to eat and play. So I'm gonna take a seat now. In case y'all don't know,
turn the volume down.
in case you don't know, this is Nathan. In case y'all don't know,
Turn the volume down.
in case you don't know,
I don't know. There's like feedback on this, so I think we can turn the volume all the way down.
my mistake. Sorry about the audio problem there. Yeah, this is Nathan. This is Haley. And Simon is
Hi.
right there. He's making some grub. I don't know if here. Let me check on comments.
Get your comments in. Get your questions in.
Yeah, if you guys got any questions or comments for us, so we got a motorcycle helmet full of questions, so we'll start drawing on those, and then otherwise we will, take questions as they come in. I don't know why, but I can't see the comments here. Live chat, there we go.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing Settlers of Catan. So we've got here down on the table.
Yeah.
Looking awesome.
So we're eating tacos, drinking beer, playing Settlers of Catan. Did I introduce you, Haley?
Yeah.
Good. That's good. She needs to be introduced. Or actually, she needs no introduction.
Haha.
We're apparently they're kind of sailors. This is good. How's the ice there? It's not great.
Slippery.
Yeah,
Slippery.
slippery like it is everywhere else. Yeah, it's been pretty damn cold. Yeah, we've been cutting up bed frames to make for some firewood, and we're at the docks right now. So Nathan, he's the guy who purchased Dagon off of me. So we have Dagon and Thunderchild at the docks right now. We're staying nice and warm. So we got heaters and firewood. So good way to be.
Yeah, it would be a lot worse if we were out on the moorings.
Oh God.
Just rowing in to the docks would be so difficult.
Yeah,
Just like
especially
frozen
since
hands.
Haley's sick too, right? Like this worked out very well for us to be able to be at the docks at
This
this
is
time.
the time, yeah.
We actually planned on doing a sailing trip, but the weather said no,
It's
and I'm
bad
glad we
weather.
didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it would have been a rough time.
Yeah.
Wow, thank
Ladies
you.
first.
Woo.
Some salsa.
Really good.
Well, I mean,
Got a
salmon is
congrats
chef.
to you, Nathan.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's an experience and a success that is rewarding in itself. Fucking Dagon is so great. She's been a fantastic boat so far, and even just having a wood stove that functions and like an electrical power system that works, I'm really excited because I've been working really hard on setting up some new systems, and Simon and Barry helped me very generously mount the new solar panels or solar panel on Dagon, which fits the boat fantastically and is going to provide a lot of power and a
What
lot more
size panel was it
sustainability.
compared to what you already had?
The two that were on there were 100s.
Yeah, so we had two 100s on Dagon
And you were struggling
beforehand.
to charge the batteries with that,
Es-
especially this time of year.
Especially this time of year when we don't get much sun. There was most days where the lights would go out before I was ready to finish dinner. Which wasn't ideal, but that was also because I had some systems running in the boat that could be kind of like triaged through and save power, but it still wasn't really enough.
And you were barely using the lights too.
Barely.
It's the
no.
fridge. The fridge is
The fridge is a
kicker.
big kicker,
right.
but that was turned off, and
Yeah.
the lights still didn't really have enough power to really go all
Yeah.
night. But now I have it's a about 400 watt panel or amp panel, and it's gonna be a lot better.
Oh yeah, way better.
But you also need to replace your charge controller.
Yeah.
So
So there's a decent bit of electrical work that's going to come with installing the new panel, but I'm using that as an opportunity to just kind of revamp all the electrical on Dagon. I'm super excited to do that, and Simon's been a fantastic help making sure that everything's up to code, and that we're doing everything properly. This is the wizard right here.
So if you want to see it installed and critique my work, you can hit me up on my channel. That's where I'll be showing the videos of it getting screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure all of you are aware. Simon has his own YouTube channel, Finding Simon, and we're actively trying to convince Nathan to launch his own channel because everybody loves Dagon. She's
Yeah, does
well
anyone
loved.
want to see Nathan's channel?
Yeah, he's cool. He's a tall ship sailor. He's done a lot of he's been down to Antarctica by sailboat and stuff. Like he's a good sailor and a good crafter and shipwright and everything. What's
Yeah.
for supper? We're having pork tacos.
Mm-hmm. Looks delicious.
For how much did you sell Dagon? I don't feel comfortable saying that, but it was kind of the perfect middle ground for I think Nathan and I. But yeah, it was
It's
a good
about
price.
what my car's worth now.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
it was sold for a cost that made it affordable enough for me to be able to take it on as a project, and
Yeah.
I think that is something that we see very little of in the boat industry, but really changes the way people are able to.
Sit on the inside.
It was
Yeah, if I gotta prepare the next one.
definitely not
Done.
nothing, but it was not a ton.
Yeah, it wasn't impossible for me to afford, and it's something that I think is going to be beneficial for both of us going forward
It was
in our new boats.
A substantial amount of money, enough that I know that he's going to respect the boat from here on out.
Mhm.
That was also the price range I went for with Thunderchild, where when you fork over a decent amount of money, you kind of have a commitment to that thing. Whereas if I'd given him the boat, or if I was given Thunderchild, it's like, that's fine. It was a free boat. I'll run it into the ground or whatever. But that's not possible with what we've paid.
Haley, do you feel like you could just run it into the ground, that $1 boat you got?
Thunderchild.
Just run it into the ground? The
It would
ground
literally-
might not survive.
It would
That
literally
would be
kill me
it
too.
would kill the ground too.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right over the heater. I'm dying.
It's there's a saying, no one's ever made money selling a boat. So there you go. That's basically what it is. We're all broke. Yay.
This is really good, Simon.
You're very welcome.
We're rich in life
All right.
experience.
And
Are we gonna
tacos.
start playing?
Byron Sexton says do a channel. I think you should too.
Oh, we should have dealt out the cards for Catan.
Oh, Byron says so.
I'm gonna scarf this first, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You want to pull out a question from the hat?
Do I randomly sign the question, or is it like Pictionary?
They're largely applicable to everybody.
Summer plows.
Plows?
Plans.
Plows?
Plans.
Well, I got this nice field set out
fields.
on
The fields
the
we get
south
plowed.
side of Gabriel. I'm really hoping to put some tomatoes there.
I just hope that the foxes stay away and don't get my cabbage this year. You know?
Yeah. I know. It's a problem we all face. No, I think all of our summer plans, while each individual one being more detailed to this, is just to sail. To spend as much time as we can out in the Gulf Islands.
Yeah,
Get out of Silver Bay.
Mm-hmm.
as often as possible.
Yeah.
It's a good location to be for stability and comfort and resources and community, but that's not why we bought boats.
And the whole reason to have boats is to be able to be out in the water. And we are also in a perfect position here to have a great entryway into a lot of different expeditions and adventures around the Gulf Islands and even south if we want to potentially go to somewhere like the San Juan Islands or the Olympic Peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great space to be for a summer of sailing, for a summer of adventuring. And I think that's my plan. And I
Yeah.
hope to do more specific things than that. But
So much. Someone says must have been hard to sell Dagon. It really
Was
wasn't.
not.
Awesome. Thanks, Wayne. You're the fucking champion. Amazing.
You the man, Wayne.
Yeah, selling Dagon wasn't as hard as it could have been, much for the same reasons John and Vivian felt when they sold Thunderchild. It was like, literally, first person I messaged was Nathan, and he was like, actually, yeah, I am interested. It's a powerful thing when you know you can hand the boat off to somebody who is skilled in the right things to own a wooden boat and has the piss and vinegar to get it all done. So yeah, it was, and also we all get along really well, so it was not as hard as you would think.
luckily I got an airhead, so there's no piss and vinegar, just vinegar on the boat.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right, probably a beer and a half. Yeah, we will, Wayne. For sure.
Thank you.
The beer we're drinking tonight is Simon's Homebrew. Started brewing my own beer because these guys drink enough that it's breaking a bank. So you guys start brewing your own.
I'm gonna slide this beer out from underneath me because I am dying.
They're hot. Damn. I actually got the freezy toes outside.
All right, well, shall we dig into Catan?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool. Roll the dice, see who gets the highest number.
Maybe we should make
I'm a
this.
6.
Whoa.
You're a 6.
Alright.
Jeez, you guys are tied. Okay, so I'm a 5. And a 2. So you guys roll for first.
Alright, let's go.
Oh.
Nathan.
Oh.
2.
Okay, so it starts with Nathan.
Nathan, then me, then you.
So everyone
No,
needs
we're just gonna
cards.
go
Everyone needs
clockwise.
cards.
That makes a lot more sense.
So,
Cards, yeah. What we need. No, we get cards based on when we put down our buildings.
oh,
I am so-
you don't get any cards right out the gate?
No. So, Nathan can place a settlement and a road anywhere he wants. Remember, the reds and the dots indicate frequency, and the 8s and the 6s are the most frequent. And you kind of need a little bit of everything. So,
Oh, we all get 2 roads first
2 roads. Yeah,
and 2 settlements.
yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Nice. Alright, go on, Nathan. You gotta put it on the
On a
edges,
corner,
on
yeah.
the corners,
Yeah.
right?
That's a good one.
And 2 roads.
Or 1 road, and then and it's either here or there, and so you start with 1 road, and then it goes to me, and then it goes to Haley, then it goes to Simon, and then it goes back around back to you, and then you place your final.
Oh,
2.
okay.
Got it.
So you're choosing red.
Yep.
What color do you want, Haley? White.
Sure.
You're dressed in all white. That works. Do you want to pull out another question while we're?
Sure. Is the Thunderchild rig original?
Oh, that's yeah. Someone asked that on YouTube comments. The Thunderchild rig, I had to message John and Vivian to find out. Was replaced in the 90s, and some additional parts of it were redone when a scarf at the top of the main mast was redone. And you're gonna go blue?
No, I'll go
Oh,
orange.
okay, orange. Simon's orange. So yeah, the rig is not original, but it's not brand new. That's for sure. So that's one of the things I really want to.
Does that mean all of us have a non-original rig? Because Perry has
or
a
the rigging lines, the standing rigging.
just the standing rigging. Okay,
Yeah, it's
gotcha.
the original rig from the boat, but it's
Oh,
the
okay.
standing rigging is as it was.
So to clarify for people who don't know, the like style of rig and the way that the boat is rigged is usually referred to on a boat as the rig, but the actual rigging lines and the actual rigging in itself, the parcel worm served lines or cables, those are replaced as long as that rig maintains the same shape and the same function. So in the case of TC still has the same functioning rig as when she was first built, no? And then there's been updates to the rigging lines and cables and stays.
Yeah,
Right.
partially updated. Let me check. See, did we sell perihelion? No, we have not sold it. We still have perihelion, and we are still working away on it. We're still buying resources for it. So we are gonna soon purchase a big amount of electrical for all 3 boats.
I just did all the pricing out today, and I gotta say, just one little thing. Anyways, if you want to support us on Patreon, that'd be great because
We could use it.
We could use it. Just wiring alone, just to get the basic stuff set up, sets us back a decent amount.
Mhm.
But we're doing it properly, right? So we don't wanna use extension cords and speaker wire.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we're going for the good stuff.
ABYC standard.
And not like super polished good stuff, just the stuff, the normal stuff.
The standard
Nothing
rig,
We
crazy.
get to place a settlement and a road.
Oh yes, okay. Settlement and a road. I'll pull
That's a good
here,
spot.
and I will go.
That's blue.
Here. That's not my road. That's your road.
There we go, and then now back to Haley to place hers. What's
Wait,
our?
doesn't that mean I get to place twice?
We all
Yeah,
place
but
twice.
it goes back,
This is just the
then you place
beginning
a second.
setup.
Oh, and then I place a second.
Yeah.
After it passes you.
That way
Okay.
everyone gets to put a road down first.
Ooh, it's exciting.
What is your sailing background? We can start with Haley.
I'm a tattoo artist.
My background is I bought a boat ages ago and I messed around a little bit here and there and then really got into it with Dagon and I got in trouble and almost died. So then I worked on a tall ship for almost a little over half a decade
I don't
and
know
then
what to do.
and then you can't, too close. Has to be 2 roads.
Oh.
And then just lots of sailing around on Dagon and Thunderchild
That's a
in the
super
meantime.
easy solution for you.
So not a ton of sailing experience. I guess like a decade of sailing experience. Nathan?
But I need rock, Simon.
My sailing experience, kind of similarly to
It's
Barry,
like-
started with purchasing a boat, not really knowing what I was
don't
doing.
know
I,
what
I
to
bought a
do.
fiberglass
It's too much
26
pressure.
foot boat.
I'm
Hayes under
crumbling.
pressure. Oh,
Can I put it? I don't know.
You can put
what
it on
to
the
do.
water, you can put it
any
anywhere.
choice is a good choice.
Strategically, this is bad for me.
You need ore.
I know.
But
Ten is not good.
since then, I've worked as a tall ship sailor on Tres Hombres, a
That's
cargo
too
sailing
close.
vessel, and
Can I put it here?
I've worked on Bark
Yeah.
Europa,
That's too
which is a
close.
passenger vessel doing charters in and around the
Oh.
world.
No, I'll just do this. Whatever. Oh.
Can't build there.
It's got to be 2 roads.
You already.
Uh, my background is I bought a boat sight unseen from the wrong side of the country, came over here, and I've been making mistakes ever since. And as for sailing, the course was $585, and a Cal 20 was $500. So I bought the Cal 20, and I learned to sailor, and I learned to knock her down, and I learned to keep going. And it's been fun. Sailed a lot of small boats since then, but parahailing is definitely the biggest. Worked for Cito for a bit and got to do rescue. Worked for a shipyard for a while, and now I own
Yeah.
a sewing loft. So yeah, I've just been bumping around the entire industry trying to learn everything.
Also, the next question being now that we have a fleet of boats amongst us,
Mhm.
how do we elect a captain, a pirate captain, an admiral, an emperor?
Well, as
I think
How
fight
did-
to the death.
well,
What
ironically,
happened to my base?
you-
Oh, you're blue
I'm
you're
red,
orange.
you're orange.
You're orange.
Yeah, but I put it there, didn't I?
No.
you
Oh, I put it over there?
and then
You
you
look
have,
away for 2 seconds, man.
yeah, I'm sneaking his
So
pieces over.
confused. I am confused.
So you have sheep and brick. You
Okay.
really need wheat and wood.
Mhm.
So it's like somewhere here might be
Sheep and-
good.
Back
Great.
off, Simon. That's
Don't I
fine.
need stone too?
You need ore.
You
You
have-
have a close connection to ore right there.
Yeah, you do need ore.
Okay, so I
You need-
and the other, so I need wood and stone.
Yeah, you
Wood
need
and-
forest and
Ore.
ore and
And wheat is a
Wheat.
good one too.
Oh.
or whatever you're
Gotcha.
rich in. Sheep. There's like 2-to-1 sheep. So if you could build there, then you can guarantee trade a lot of what you're gonna get a lot of for 2-to-1 to anything. So that would be a good move.
Okay.
Simon's never played this before, so I'm kind of.
All right, gotcha.
Kind of guiding.
Can't. Can I put just a base down without any
Roads.
roads to it?
No, you have to have a road and a thing together. You can take that one road back that you placed.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a bad call.
Okay.
That's a good
There
call.
we go.
That's a decent selection. You're short on wheat, but that's okay. Cool. So now this is the beginning of round 1. Nathan, you roll both dice, and we see which resource we collect.
Just
6.
boys, before we get too carried away here, I do want to introduce you to an Irish tradition I learned in my
Oh.
recent trip. I'll just top up your beers.
Ooh.
So, Ireland, it's all about Guinness, right? Guinness everywhere. You have a pint, you have Guinness. And there's a thing popular amongst the ladies, but a lot of gentlemen, such as yourselves, might enjoy it as well. I certainly did. Of adding blackcurrant syrup. I don't have blackcurrant syrup, but I do have crème de cassis, which is a blackcurrant liqueur.
Mm.
So you just add a splash of it on top,
Excited for
and
this.
it adds an interesting note to a stout type
Oh.
of beer.
It's an improvement for sure.
Oh yeah,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if we're following Irish tradition, Sláinte.
Well, missed out on the cheers, but I'll pretend I didn't.
Cilantro
quite good.
still.
Quite nice.
Alright, so I
Highly
rolled a
suggested.
9.
You rolled a 9, so anyone on a 9 can... Oh, first we actually, before we do this collection, we get the resources we're associated with right now. So-
Already? We just
Just
get
as,
one.
just as the beginning.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm on wood, so I get a wood, and I get a brick, and I get an ore for that one building, and then I get another ore for the other building, and 2 wheat. So this is our starting hand, and then
Oh, okay.
what-
Gotcha.
so you get red gets a sheep for that one,
What do you thoughts
Wood, a
on that?
brick, and a stone.
so that's you, and then
Oh.
you also
I also
get
get
a wood,
Wood and ore.
wood, an ore,
Yeah.
and a brick, or a
Nope.
yeah.
I just get wood, ore, and sheep. Oh, and the brick here. Yeah, I guess that's
There you go.
Do you mind filling me out too? I'm gonna
Yeah.
serve up tacos.
That's great. Question for Haley: have you tattooed yourself?
Yes, and I get that question from my clients all the time, and normally I lie and say no just because so many people have asked me. Typically, your tattooer would have practiced on themselves, but do we want to relive those days? Probably not.
All right, Simon, you got your hand now.
Thank you, sir.
So, also, we should divvy out these cards so that we have them a good reference at all times. You're white.
This black currant is lovely.
It's such a like. I don't want 2 in a row, but it's so good
Orange.
for one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's just enough too. It's like
Right.
just gives you a bit of that like flavor from the berry.
Like Montreal
Somehow
has
you're a
the
red card.
apricot
Mm-hmm.
beer, and I feel like this is like its twin sister from another mystic.
Actually, I feel like maybe that's supposed to be Simon's card and this is yours.
Oh, thank you.
The orange, I don't know.
Doesn't matter at all,
Yeah,
but-
there you go.
So these are your resources that you can purchase. Now you know what your hand is valued at and what you are striving to collect more of or trade for.
Okay. And so I've rolled, and
So
Do
you
I
just
collect?
see if you can. No, the roll's already done. So we've all collected. So now you see if you can
Okay.
make a move with what you have.
yep, I'm going to use a brick and a road or a wood to
Yeah. Purchase a road.
purchase a road.
Perfect. Good move.
I'm gonna use that
Um,
road right here.
How did we all meet? That's a good one, actually. That's a great question. Haley and I met because we liked each other. And
Is that
then
what you tell people?
yeah, Haley and I met on a flat Earth dating website.
Flat Earth. There you go.
Joking. We all know it's round.
Like a
We
pizza.
think
We've
it's
mentioned this many
It's
times.
triangular. God damn it.
We think it's probably round anyway.
We're gonna
And
sail to the corner and find out.
I met Simon because
The whole reason we're doing this.
he at one point was dating a mutual friend of
Thank
mine,
you.
and so I knew he was into boats and motorcycles, and we knew we had to meet. And then I just tuned into his YouTube channel, and then I stalked him, and then he stalked me, and now we're best friends. He's never had a better friend than me in his life before, which is great for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's okay to me too. No, I'm kidding. He's smiling. You can't see it. It's a rare
That's a
thing.
ringer. That's a ringer. That's a good one.
And Nathan and I met because we both worked for the same person, and it was traumatic, and we have trauma bonded over it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fucking wonderful.
But it is a funny story because when I did leave said previous person we worked for, Barry mentioned that he had the potential of lots of work and fun adventures in Silver Bay, and I thought to myself, I'm going somewhere else. I'm doing whatever I got to do, and here I am.
Yeah, it fucking worked out.
Little did I know I'd end up
Yeah.
exactly where expected, or at least expected.
What are our top beer preferences? Woo,
I
whatever.
like a PBR.
I like whatever's in front of me.
Ball in front of me and on a frontal lobotomy, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you've made your move. So it's my turn to roll. Now that I got food, this will be easy. Also, thanks for joining us on this weird food eating Settlers of Catan evening. Old Mill or Pabst?
I had an
Wow.
old Miller genuine draft yesterday. It was refreshing.
I just rolled a 5. Thankfully, that works well for me. I do get a brick. Where's the other 5? Right there, you get a sheep. There you go. He's busy.
Oh man.
So the goal here for us is to get 10 points. Right now we all have 2 points.
How many points do we all have?
2 because we have a settlement each. Or 2
Oh,
settlements
that's the settlements that you counted. Okay, got it. Sorry. I missed that earlier.
each. So we know you guys got started, how you got started with sailing. How did Haley get started with art?
I just like always drew. My mom was a trained pastry chef, and my dad's
Bricks
a
in the
chef,
road.
so they're both like very artistic people. Then I went to art school, and didn't have money to like continue finishing my bachelor's degree, so I started getting tattooed, and then I was able to get an apprenticeship because I asked the local tattoo shop after getting a tattoo to hang my art in an art exhibit they had downstairs. And then I just got tattooed enough and I asked for an apprenticeship.
Is that how it usually works? So like customers
No.
turn into
I don't think
To-
so.
tattoo artists?
I wouldn't know how to get an apprenticeship nowadays because there's so many people tattooing. But ask an apprentice that question because my apprenticeship was like 10 years ago and things have definitely changed. I don't know what that is because there's salsa in
That's 3, 4, 5. So same deal. I get a brick, and Nathan gets a sheep.
I don't have any cards yet, so I don't.
You don't.
I can't
You
do
didn't get dealt out your cards.
No, I didn't get any
Oh,
cards.
so hold on. I'm gonna deal out
got a
Haley
short rib bone.
2 wheat.
Where's the short ribs from?
Me.
You get a wood.
I know. They're short ones. You can't see them.
And you get a
That one's
brick.
really neat.
And you get an ore. So these are the cards you get.
Mine is super squirty over here. I have to get some paper towel.
Yeah, you're at the.
I'm over in the
There you go.
left side of people's screen. Right side? Right side.
What you get for rendering all that fat perfectly? Ah,
Alright,
Where's-
Simon, you go
pressure
ahead.
cooker.
No. My turn. I shall roll these dice. Quick breathe on them. Good luck. Double
4.
twos.
4.
Oh, 4.
Ooh.
So that's really good for you because
Hell
you
yeah,
get
brother.
2 sheep. And where's the other 4? On me, I get a wheat. And so now you can see your resource or your purchasing
Ah,
requirements.
yes.
So see if you can do anything. If not, pass it on to Nathan.
Jeez, I got a lot of resources over here, huh?
Oh, and if you roll a 7 and you have more than 7 cards, you gotta throw out them.
And you can trade 4 to 1 for any resource with the bank.
Or
Mm.
2 to 1 for sheep in your case because you have
Well, he's got to build.
trade.
You have to build a
He
7.
has to have a
that's
settlement
me.
here or here. That's you only.
You could always just like, for shits and giggles, switch them around, but I mean, at the same time, you kind of
Okay.
need that wood.
I'm definitely going to buy
But you won't be able to, yeah.
one road for sure. And if I could trade 4 sheep for another road,
Or
or
a
for
brick.
another brick, please,
Or
another
wood.
wood, please.
The bank?
Yep.
Oh, there's the bank.
Or Haley and
And
I.
I'll buy 2 roads with it.
Okay, we'll just plop these in there, and then you give me your 3 cards, and then we'll call that.
Call it even. That's how deals are made in Silver Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Call it even.
No, the numbers don't line up, but you give me a beer too, so it's alright.
Where would we like to sail Thunderchild? I would love to sail her. Really anywhere. I think the immediate want I have in my brain is down to Mexico.
Oh, we're all thinking about Mexico.
Yeah, it's just so cold right now.
Somewhere warm. Lots of
And
good
yeah,
food.
Perry's hopefully heading that way soon too. But Perry's like, I don't know. The conversation that really stuck in my mind talking to you, Barry, recently was like, how it would be to like be living in Perry in the Sea of Japan somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Just like, oof, so looking
Yeah.
forward to that. She's gonna be good anywhere. Like that's a world class boat.
Brand of choice for coffee. I know Simon has a very unique one that he was just gifted.
Oh, I gotta. Still have it.
Oh, you
Pinned
still
to the
have
wall.
it?
Hold on. I'm gonna shout out my homie over here.
There's Kicking Horse Coffee around here, which is kind of our go-to because it's kind of available on our boat. But we've been doing the co-op coffee or the coffee at Nestor's, because it's what we got here, and we've just been grinding that up and using it. Nothing too special. If it's coffee, we like it. We've also been doing instant coffee because we're cheap like that.
I really like.
Instant?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't sunk to that level yet. I'm doing Folgers, which might be worse, but I was recently gifted this from South Korea. Old Dog Coffee,
Which is the name of his
Oh.
boat.
which is super cute. It was super fun. Yeah, 200 grams. It was gone pretty quick, unfortunately, but it was.
I really like Spirit Bear coffee.
Oh,
That's like
Spirit Bear?
my all-time favorite, but you can only get it at Gourmet Warehouse
Oh,
in
yeah.
Vancouver. Aside, and I think shipping is really expensive, but it's fucking solid.
Yeah. Where do we get all the different types of woods for our boat repairs? There's a place in Vancouver and there's a place in Victoria called PJ White's, and they sell a lot of really, really, really fancy woods. So we splurge and we go buy the proper stuff from them. They have really good marine plywood as well.
They're not like there's way more variety in other places, but what they have is like quantity too, right? Like you go and pick up a hardwood and they'll have like 6 different dimensions of it and in quite large quantities, so that's always nice.
I think Simon's finished his turn, right?
Yeah, I bought 2 roads and rolled.
Oh,
and
did you
I'm
roll?
good.
I already rolled. I got a 9.
Oh, you got a 9. Okay, so 9s are a wood. Who's orange?
Me.
Wood.
Thank you, sir.
And 9.
Only could have rolled that a minute ago before I wasted 4 sheep on it.
Is there only one 9?
There's only one.
Oh, there's a 9 there.
Oh yeah. But
Nobody's on it.
Are we selling any of our boats? Simon sold a Tornado recently, but that's already gone.
No, I mean, you sold yours.
I just sold
Nathan's
mine
here?
to Nathan.
I think it's important that most folks own 1 boat.
Yeah, one boat's
One boat.
enough.
2 boats is dangerous.
But
We're all at like one
one
and a
third.
third, which
Yeah.
is certainly danger zone.
Yeah, we're
Just-
creeping
And
up.
both of
yeah.
our boats are kind of suffering as a result. So it's kind of, and we're like fully committed. We don't have
Yeah.
a house. We don't have anything else. So
Obvious
I
question.
can imagine.
Where are we now?
Oh, this is my workshop. This is the Silva Bay Sewing
How's your
Loft,
turn?
It's where Santa
Here,
makes all
can I
his
trade?
toys.
It's exactly
3.
where
They
young
They have to be the
Santa,
ident- Oh, they have to be all identical. yeah.
young Santa.
Young Santa. Santa's
Young
cousin,
Santa.
like much younger cousin.
No, I'm good. I won't do anything.
Cool. My turn.
I'm like the elf's creepy uncle.
It's a reverse elf.
What other sailing channels do we like?
We asked this last time too.
That was on Simon's channel. I just rolled a 7,
Okay,
which means it's the thief.
thief. All right, wicked.
So, as nobody has,
Also, how many cards does everyone have?
Yeah.
Oh,
How many
do-
cards we all have?
I
I got.
have 2, 3.
You got 4.
You're fine.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you
We're
got
on the edge.
five.
Almost stole from yourself.
I think is it 7 or under 7, or
I don't
or,
know.
or over 7?
I thought it was 7 or I thought it was up to 7. You're fine. Anything
Yeah.
over 7.
Yeah.
That's the way you
Say
said it
it's
to me
fine.
earlier.
Nobody has wronged me in any way and has been very polite, so I will place it here as it harms and affects nobody and nobody gets stolen from. I'm playing the diplomatic role. Please remember that for later.
And remember that he's the bank too.
Yeah.
It's Barry, the people pleaser. All right. Here we go.
PBR boxers for Christmas. That's so
Oh,
sick.
hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
I got a nice lucky shirt at Valley Village a while
Wanna
back, and
manage
I'm just so
the
excited
questions
about
and
it.
such?
Oh my god. Your live stream's bumping compared to mine.
Yeah.
Right?
How many viewers we got?
Can I have a sip of
46.
that beer? Maybe that'll
I
make
still
it
have this
Woo.
really fucking sick beer shirt from Cusco called Cusqueña.
Guys, don't
Fucking dope.
Don't forget, we're going to do this live stream again next week, same time, but on my channel. So hit us up. It won't be Settlers of Catan. It'll be something else.
something
Um,
else really weird.
Does anyone have an oar that they're willing to part with?
I do. Depends on what you have to part for it.
I would be willing to
Something
part
or
with
else.
2 bricks.
2 bricks. I'll do it.
That's a fair trade, I say.
Wow.
Wow. Which-
Capitalism is alive and well at this table.
Free
Yeah.
market capitalism. Woo!
So that opens me up to being able to spend these resources to upgrade to a city. So I will take this guy. Who's my big producer? I want this one to produce for me. So there we go. That is my turn. Now it is Haley's. And
Barry, Thomas Crushiti wants to know if you're keeping your wooden tender for your new boat.
That was a debate for me for sure. I was considering hanging on to it, but it makes too much sense to keep it with Dagon, and now Nathan uses it every single day. And
Was I the angel on your shoulder or the devil on your shoulder for that one?
you were telling me to get rid of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was telling you to get rid of it the second I saw it, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I hated that dinghy
Nathan's
right off
like
the
me, and
get-go.
we like romance the shit out of that little
Yeah.
tender.
And
Dude,
I'm
that
like,
sounds great.
I'm like the mayor of Dagenham Bay or the mayor of Silva Bay. I'm out there like pulling people off reefs every day. I'm like, you're never gonna do that in a rowboat.
No.
Who's red?
So forget about it.
You're red. You get an or on an 8. Do you have any actions you can do?
That is true.
No.
That is true. But I can rig it to be a sailing boat, and so when we do go out for summer sails, it would be really nice if we could just go rip around in a little chicken
I will
tending.
admire you in my tender, then go back to my boat, and then go up to Barry's boat, and then go to another boat, and then go check out another island, then come back and admire you because you've moved 10 feet. I'll look forward to it. 2, 5, 7.
There you go. Now you're in charge of the thief. Nobody collects a resource. Where do you want to put them? If you put them on somebody's associated thing, you can steal from them. And
Okay,
when
so
they're-
whenever
they're-
the next roll comes, then I steal that roll.
No, right now you theoretically you could take this and put it on Nathan's 8, which is a high producer for him,
Right.
and then you also get to steal a card from him.
That is such a good idea, Barry. Because
That's what-
unlike you, I am not a people pleaser, and I will 100% pick on the little kid.
I am so
Also-
sorry.
I am that guy. 100%. Give me a card.
All right.
Give it
No,
to
no,
me.
you pick it.
Oh, I pick it.
Yeah, not from seeing them, but you pick it. You draw it. Around.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of at random.
Yeah.
I think there
Pick
was
this
a new
hiding one
comment
right
there.
here.
What's that?
I think there's a new comment.
Yeah.
There's
it's-
lots of new comments. Let's
Wow.
go.
Oh.
Jay Marshall wants to know if I'm going to sail Old Dog or turn it into more of a residence. Old Dog has been like a depression hanging around my shoulders a little bit as I've got a lot going on in my life, and it's been depressing to see her slip backwards a little bit. Like there's mold happening from
Yeah.
drips that I haven't fixed yet, and
How many cards do you have, Nathan? Sorry to interrupt.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he had 6
he's a
before he
counter.
got
He's
swept.
a counter
Check.
for sure.
Do you want to build anything with your 2 resources there?
Yeah, my 3 resources.
Yeah.
I guess I could build another road,
Good move.
and it keeps somebody from moving in on my turf. I guess. Could I? Would this be a good block? Like he can't then build a residence
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Or
Yes,
is that
correct.
necessary?
That would stop him from being able to build there.
Right.
And then you're still available to build here,
Yes,
which
of course.
gives you the 2 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what I'm doing. That's what's up.
Okay.
And then as for luckily now I have a community
It's your turn.
of optimistic people around me to tell me when I'm being a sad sack of shit and
7.
move along.
Payback time to Simon, probably, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to pick a card? I guess what it'll be.
Is it cheap?
It's fucking cheap.
It's the only one you have.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, but does that mean I don't get 2
So
cards?
we're definitely like
There's-
I've redefined the scope of
there's
what
nobody
Old Dog
provides
is capable of. Like
Yeah.
built the way she is,
You can build
I'm
if
not
you can.
gonna go into the South
Or trade.
Antarctic Sea with this boat. But
I
yeah,
get
she's
access
certainly
to
gonna
this,
be
right, so
fine
I
with
can do-
Gulf
yeah, I've got a
cruising, island
settlement
hopping,
on it.
and
Like you do this one.
if I choose
You
to
just
go
walk
further,
through
then
the
we'll
build
see when we
there.
get there. But at the end of the day, she's
Wood.
a plywood boat.
3 to 1
I
wood.
can just chop her up and redesign her if I need to. It's easy.
Good.
Want to draw a question from the hat, Haley?
Yep.
Amber, by the way, is asking for a link to my channel, which you forgot to put in. This is very terrible
Oh.
of
What a
you.
bastard.
So Barry will make sure that when this is over, to post a link. Chill out. You're not
Yeah,
going
yeah.
there.
I'm so
And
sorry.
put it in the description. Thank you,
Also,
Barry.
it's Finding Simon is the easy way to YouTube
Yeah.
search him.
Cool. Wow, we got some new questions here.
Oh.
What is the design, year, and construction style and length, etc. of your boat? This applies to all of us. So yours?
Mine is a 1976 Warham Oro 47.
Oh, Oro.
Yeah.
It's usually the Tikis or whatever.
Yeah, the Tiki 46 replaced the Oro 47.
Oh, got it.
Mm.
And the main thing is like the width of it. and the style of lashing.
What's it built out of?
So mine's a plywood with
Glass.
epoxy fiberglass over. And in the original Oro design, they only called for glass at the seams.
What year is it?
76.
76. You?
1956
Yeah.
is Dagon's design. It's a seagoer. It was a yawl originally, and now it's a cutter.
Oh. Yeah, was it?
35 feet.
Designed by?
Designed by Pigeon. Henry
No, he was the
Pigeon?
first to build one.
He was the first to build one.
Really?
Who was it designed by?
The designer is Thomas Fleming Day.
Funny.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm quizzing him. It used to be my boat. What's it built out of?
It's Porterford cedar on the hull, oak and mahogany on the frames, and then there is a mix of oak and mahogany on the deck beams as well. There's ply and fiberglass for the decking, and the mast is made of aluminum.
Absolutely. Crushed it. Haley, what's your boat made out of?
Perihelion is fiberglass.
That's great. I forgot about that boat.
Oh, wait, ask me the real question.
No, that's your boat.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on, let's
okay.
go.
I'm sorry, you said
You're,
hull design.
you're covering the, yeah.
Perihelions are Formosa 51, designed by Bill Garden in Taiwan,
Built
or
in,
produced in Taiwan. Yeah, she's fiberglass hull, actually, and to like the old thick fiberglass.
yeah.
She's
the
like
pre-oil
two pieces.
embargo,
Yeah.
massive
Yeah.
amount of glass.
Her hull was built in two pieces, and then it was put together.
Yeah.
And then she's predominantly wood
For the
cabin,
superstructure.
yeah, for the internal structures. And she's a catch.
Yeah. And what year?
Oh, she is the catch.
It's 1976.
I think so.
I think.
And
70. I think the
Six.
stamp on the
There
bid
was a
says
couple different
78.
dates. Oh right, yeah.
And then it might not have actually been launched till 81, and our
Oh right.
our research on it is
Yeah.
all over the damn
yeah,
place.
it's
So,
foggy.
yeah.
And Thunderchild is a 1971 built William Atkin designed Cleone, which is like a flush deck version of Acorn to Arabella. And she's 41 feet overall, and she's made out of yellow cedar, I believe. I don't actually know. I need to get in there and find out.
Oh, wow.
And she is a catch rig, gaff rigged catch. Gaff rigged main, Bermudan rigged mizzen.
Strip plank.
Strip
Mhm.
plank, that's right. Her construction method is strip planking, which, if she was any older, would have been a red flag, but she's not old enough for that to be a really big concern for me. Did you have your roll and turn? Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Well, we'll let Barry roll first.
No,
before
you
I
can go
ask
for
him.
it. Jump in there.
What improvements do you have in mind for Thunderchild, Haley, Barry?
I would really like a diesel heater so that we are not cold anymore and we don't have to rely on chopping firewood because currently
That's
we
too-
are, I
or
think, pretty
no,
much out of firewood and it's still going to be cold. Also, I would like lights, so proper electricity. We also need to get rid of our composting toilet and replace it with a proper marine toilet, as well as getting the water in the head tap working. We also have a forward or an aft water tank
Yeah, we want to see if
that
it works.
we're not sure if it even works, which would allow our propane on-demand water heater to work. So there's actually quite a few
A
things.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite a few things.
Oh, and galley storage.
Galley storage, and I think we need to repaint the V-berth as well. And there's also an additional water tank in the V-berth that has a broken seal on it, so it won't hold water. Which we're not sure if we just cut it out or if we just fix the seal holding the the tap on there, so we can have all that water.
Yeah, there's a couple questions
Because
still.
that could be also more storage if we cut it out. But it is a pretty nice like molded plastic tank,
Yeah,
and it would be a shame to cut it out if it was still in good nick.
yeah, if it's still serviceable, I would
Yeah,
love
if
to
we
have
can
that.
just fix it, it might be the move.
Have 3 water tanks on board would be great.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ready to go to Mexico.
What was your roll?
I don't know, 5.
5. So that's
So-
cheap for this guy, and
I get
it's
2 brick
brick for you.
because I have
Oh,
upgraded him, so I
you've
get
upgraded
2. And
When
you
did he
were
upgrade it?
cheap.
Is
A
he
sheep.
cheating?
I don't know.
I didn't see him upgrade that
I
time.
don't know.
He's full of
I
shit.
thought that used to look like a settlement right there.
Whose turn was
Fucking
that?
In a city.
Oh,
Yours?
shit.
I think I can't do anything.
Haley's been resource poor this time.
Yeah.
Your
It
turn.
matches the voice.
Yeah, she's
so poor.
she's sick and resource poor.
I have missed work all week, so.
Yeah.
6.
6. That's.
We have a lot of questions.
Go for it. Jump in the question, Simon.
Bad Pirate wants to ask, what's for dinner next week? I'm up to suggestions. But so far, since I'm hosting it, it'll be me, even though I kind of cook tonight's too. So, it'll be up to me. Let's put it that way. And that'll be whatever's on sale because I'm broke as shit.
Yeah.
So
Probably
expect
glizzies.
something cheap.
Yeah, probably hot dogs.
Okay, how often do wooden boats need to be hauled out for a bottom job? I only have experience with fiberglass sailboats, says Sailing Sea Light.
I say every year.
Every year?
Yeah, the suspected amount is usually every year.
Really?
Yeah, if they're copper cladded, though they can stay in for up to 5 to 10 years. I mean, of course, you would want to repaint it if you started to see any copper coming through.
Right.
But the realistic amount that you could probably get away with, depending on how well and how much of your bottom paint was done the year or the previous haul out, is probably maximum 3 years. And that all depends on whether or not the boat has any ingress from Toritos or gribbles, which
Yeah.
are marine pests that'll eat your wood.
That's why I put as much bottom paint as possible on. It gives me some wiggle room.
Follow-up question: when was the last time your boat was hauled out, including you, Simon?
I actually hauled my boat out 50 feet from here. God, it's been like 3 years,
3 years.
I think, since
You're plastic. So
2.5 years. The paint's like pretty much toast.
Yeah.
it does have a lot of bottom growth. No offense.
Dagon's been in the
Yeah.
water for 8 months.
She needs, but the nice thing about mine is I can just do it on the beach,
Yeah.
basically. But the keel is the toughest bit, and then so I've been kind of considering like sinking logs over on the sandy beach over there, so that I can lay her on logs and
That's
kind of
great.
truss her up a little bit,
That's what I'm doing.
and then that way actually paint most of the bottom of
Yeah.
the keel just on a tide cycle.
I think Thunderchild was hauled out a year ago, approximately, and Perihelion about a year ago, also.
We're not hauling Perry for another year.
No,
Yeah.
fuck no.
She goes out every
No.
2 years,
Her
Yeah.
hull was also in great shape. You may have noticed on
Yeah.
the
and I will be
season was-
doing
Uh,
more
Simon, I
work
think
to
it's
her
you.
when I when I haul her out
I'm
next.
certainly
I got
not-
more cracking
I'm certainly
glass
not
to do.
painting that hull again
Your
anytime
roll?
soon.
My roll. I thought it just.
Or did you just roll? Oh, then
6.
it's your turn to do if you have resources to.
Oh, I don't know shit.
You don't.
So,
So
don't
it's
worry about
Nathan's turn. Nathan's roll.
Alrighty.
More questions coming in?
4.
4.
Did I?
Shit.
Did I? Oh, I just got one.
Useless.
That's a wheat for me, and where's the other 4?
Walter Emerson,
Under there.
What's up, Walter?
Ermanson, Ermanson,
Manson?
Watson. I don't know. Walter Emerson wants to know what's the furthest north any of you have ever sailed, and do you ever winterize your engine or water systems while not sailing in the winter B port? The port.
Furthest north for me is Desolation Sound. I haven't
Yeah.
gone any further than that.
I haven't
Yeah.
even hit Desolation Sound.
Destination Sound.
Yeah.
I've done plenty of work for Ceto, but like that's all within an hour's 20 knots cruising. So basically, I've been as far north as Lasqueti,
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is pretty far.
but that's it.
And then winterizing, not a ton of winterizing. I used to do like sort of winterizing prep on Providence, mostly just putting heaters in her in the engine room. But there's and
For
that's 'cause
engine room, it's not so much of a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem for our freshwater systems.
it was a problem for Providence because she was kept on the river. And it
Oh,
would freeze.
right, of
so it was
course.
fresh water there. So we'd shut the through hulls, and we would put heaters in the engine room and keep those going. But for us in saltwater, there's only glycol and only salt water running through the motors, so they're kind of immune in these temperatures. Yeah.
Mail wants to know if we'd ever consider all sailing together.
Oh,
Which is
well,
like,
absolutely.
hell yeah, sail, yes.
Weird.
Absolutely.
I look forward to my poorly engineered,
You have any movies?
like Jimmy rig
No, okay.
blowing by all of these monohulls. Like I know that even with all of my boat's failings, that she'll still be faster than everything else that's going on at this table.
Yeah, it's dead wind, and we just see Simon passing by drinking a cocktail.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
the way it goes between mono
Straight up
and
bricked in this thing, man.
Well, I have
Bricking.
this. I'm gonna buy
Bricked up.
two roads.
2 roads. You'd be roading.
See me roading.
Dave wants you to read the questions.
Wants me to read them?
Oh no, Dave is complaining that I'm sitting around talking too much, and
That's all he does.
and that Haley would do a better job at running these questions. Just a lot of questions. So
If you want, I can use my
I-
car phone voice when I used to work at the car dealership.
Yeah, do you want to jump
Oh.
on the cues?
all right, here we go.
Alright,
Here we go. Here we
frozen.
go.
Where
Bumping.
exactly would you like to be going?
I don't know where we are.
Unfortunately, it's now your turn.
You're just reading any question
Oh.
you see.
What's your view on HF radios?
SSB.
SSB, it just says
Oh.
HF, but I'm
HF.
assuming
Yeah, not
Yeah.
VHF.
high
Yeah.
frequency
High frequency,
radios. SSB, HF, question mark. Long range stuff, went out there. Actually, funny you should ask, I really wanted to get my amateur radio operator's license so that I could use ham radio. My grandfather was a ham radio operator and he's been passed away for like 10 years. And as far as I know, his call sign is still available, and I would love to keep that in the family, so to speak. But it is actually a fairly difficult course that takes a couple weeks. But that's something I would love to have on the boat that's kind of like redundant and old-fashioned. But
Yeah.
apparently in the Virgin Islands or something, people use them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of places where it's still
So-
quite active, but the problem with SSB is that it's so power consuming that it can, unless you have a big battery bank that can maintain it, it's kind of a tricky one to use. But I don't have enough offshore experience, honestly, to know much about long range communication, and I think we're all kind of moving away from those systems. Yeah, I'd take another taco. I think Haley would too.
I'm okay,
I
actually.
think in the modern sailing, it's all kind of moving more towards satellite communication than it is from direct.
Long range communication
Yeah.
via radio.
I
I
think
mean, yeah, people are going towards AIS just more and more.
Yeah.
if I had like a cabin, I would totally get a ham radio.
Hell
But
yeah.
realistically, on our boat, it would probably be expensive. And if we didn't want to spend a lot of money on a handheld, we wouldn't get much range anyways. And I
Yeah.
do believe you need an advanced radio operator's license in order to actually do long distances. But then you could literally talk to astronauts, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it would be cool, but the kind of radio that we would need to actually do anything with
I mean,
would be expensive.
Is Evan watching? If you're watching, I believe there's an SSB on Perry Healing, is there not?
There was.
There was.
If there was, I've torn out a lot of systems.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's nothing.
Don't work no more.
Trust me.
Do you want to roll?
There
with
is
it?
nothing electrical.
Honey is here and
Okay,
she is
Ryan.
safe.
Yeah,
she
we just have Honey tucked
she
away.
just like knocks everything over and she's very sweet, but like this is a fragile situation here.
And
Uh,
also we
the
have
roll,
Uppa.
Haley.
Yeah,
I know
Uppa's
that-
here
Uppa's
too.
hiding
The
in
YouTube
corner.
hasn't seen it yet. Can I
Ah.
turn in the chair?
Yeah, if you can place the camera back to where
Yeah.
it was. That's
Show you guys my dog. He's great. He is being, and he will knock everything over. Uppa. Good boy.
Oh, I'm okay.
There you go. See, this is him. He is huge. He's awesome, and he
lives
loves
on-
tacos.
And he
So
lives on
would-
Dagon.
Yeah, he would destroy the whole setup that we have if you smell the whiff of those tacos.
All right, cool. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yes.
Come on, I need my internet.
There, he needs his attention.
How dare
People
you
need
take
me.
attention away from me?
Look at
People
me.
need
Me.
You took the phone away from me and then
Oh, your
Yeah,
roll.
let's-
So what did you roll?
that, a 10.
A 10? Is anyone sitting on a 10?
Yeah, I am.
You are? What do you get?
The mountains. Jeez.
You
Really
get
sure?
one.
me.
Nathan gets one.
And who gets what?
Or no.
Nathan and Simon get brick.
Bricked up.
There you
Yeah,
go.
brick
Bricked
up.
There you go.
Appa's great, and he also lives on Dagon too, which is
You
hilarious.
actually hand the other one to
When
Simon.
we were rafted up
Sorry.
together a couple
So
of weeks
sorry.
ago, we just wake up in the morning and look outside, and Appa would just be staring at us next door, which is cute.
Uppa loves it on deck. Some nights when it's nice and cloudy, he'll sit on deck and watch this. Or when it's not cloudy, he'll watch the stars. This dog is the best boat dog.
A lovely Australian person asked us, "How do we stay motivated when you're so cold?"
It's hard.
I am not motivated.
We're lucky to get an hour of productive anything in when it's this cold.
I almost
Low
didn't- I almost didn't
expectations.
come here because I just was gonna lay in bed and sleep. So
I mean, honestly, I think that if you kind of triage and take away the things, all the things that you would plan to do when it was a bit warmer and when it'd be a bit more comfortable, and just do whatever you can, and not push yourself past the point where you end up getting sick or potentially end up having
I think-
difficulty getting the things that you do want to get done. Just focus on whatever is necessary, and then whatever you get extra is a bonus.
Yeah, I plan around it. It's like, oh, it's a sunny day. I'll do my sunny day activities. Like,
Yeah.
and then
You
it's
also have access to a shower regularly, though, at your partner's house.
5 days of rain, and I've got a nice office in my shop here, so I can do computer work. I can edit my videos. I can do a lot of sewing here.
Yeah.
Like I get most of my clients' work, so it's like, yeah, it's just I just balance it between the two. You got to kind of work around it. Also, up here, vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
Take a vitamin D supplement. Makes all the difference in the world for me. And I'm not a supplement guy. I don't do anything else. It's just use
I
that.
don't know.
Vitamin D makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
don't think
little
so.
sunlight around here.
I think I'll just chill.
All right, Simon, your roll.
All right, it's exciting. 6.
That's good for me. I got a wheat.
I got a
And-
I have been cleaning the boat a lot. That's kind of like all the that I could have done while on cold medicine in the freezing temperatures. Our boat's like pretty tight right now, but we haven't had water since the power went out a couple days ago. When was that? Like
4 days ago.
4 days ago.
No water.
All the water is
And our
also
water
frozen.
tanks were
frozen.
empty the day it hit. So
I
we
just finished doing all the dishes, and then the power went out and froze. So I don't think I've had a shower in like.
got 6 days.
days?
Same, yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like sick and stuff, so that's been kind of shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of difficulties that we face, especially when things kind of go awry at the
Mhm.
docks. This marina, this kind of setup, isn't really designed to have people living or kind of around, but
Mhm.
we managed to make do. And in this case, we don't really make do.
Yeah, we're not making
just-
do right now.
I was used to living in houses before, like a civilized person.
Yeah.
This has never been a problem for me, so I feel like I'm taking it the worst, definitely.
Yeah.
But I also, well, aside from Simon, I do have the longest hair and it's very greasy, and that is ruining my life right now.
See, my hair's greasy and I'm enjoying every second of
Your
it.
hair looks great.
Me
It's
too.
like looks fluffy somehow.
Yeah, your hair looks good.
I am personally offended.
Aw.
Hi, girl.
I guess it's Simon, you just rolled?
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to make a move?
Nope.
No, it's Nathan. You could draw a question from the hat if you wanted.
Aw, someone's lighting
Soon.
a candle for us.
I think
for
we can
health
probably
and
stop
well-being.
drawing from the
I
hat.
appreciate
We
that.
got so many questions to catch up on.
No, do I have to look back?
No, forward.
That's it.
Oh, you're stealing? That's all I got is wheat,
It's
so yeah,
all
you're
we-
welcome.
We
along.
don't have any more questions.
There you go.
here. I
Is
don't
it
think
not
we
on
have any
all
more
the settlements
questions.
you have?
So-
Really?
No, just
Yeah.
Which one I choose?
Unless this is like.
Wait,
in
what?
the-
Oh, it's I only have wheat, so
I'm
Oh,
just gonna put you
but-
down. Just gonna put you down.
I guess,
here.
yeah.
it's just that this no longer produces for me. My roll, or your turn to move. Make
My
a
turn to
move.
move. Oh,
Oh, who has
I
two?
can build a settlement, and I'm going to do exactly that.
Sweet.
I will have more.
Oh, I should have
videos.
tried trading with one of you guys.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That's always a good move. What you trading? Or what you? Oh, you're building.
Building.
Whoa, building a settlement. First settlement built. Making moves.
Yeah.
Bruh, bruh.
Yeah, your roll.
My roll. Dang. 8. So
Oh,
I
get
got
some
2
ore.
wood. You get ore. Dang, that's nice. 8. Yeah, you get ore.
Thank you.
Simon, what heats your shop, and why are we not freezing to death right now?
Pure,
Electricity.
terrible electricity. It's like
Farting.
super.
Honey's
Inefficient.
farting.
This shop is very affordable for rent, and so I don't expect. My landlords just want to not know that I exist, or pay any attention to it. So it's great. So I would love modifications, and if I do them myself. And heat is quite an expensive modification, so I'm not doing it. And I don't pay the energy bill, so.
There's a heater right there.
Yeah, there's a
below my
heater
feet.
under me, which is why I took my shirt off.
But I have like added a little bit of insulation here and there, some temporary stuff that just keeps the shop warmer. It's the only out of all of the old boat building school that this used to be. This is the only room that actually stays warm
Had to
if
make
you
sure
heat
my-
it.
I just got the longest road. It can be taken from me.
But it counts as 2 victory points?
Counts as 2 victory points at the moment.
Wow.
Because I just got the longest road. And yeah, if someone surpasses my road length, they can also take it back from me.
What's it take to be a largest army?
Spending your resources on a development card, and in there are knights. And
Oh,
you get
okay.
3 or more knights.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's my move, so it's Haley's move.
I think we're like 4 turns in, and I finally know kind of how this game works.
Yeah, you're figuring it. You're getting there.
It's taken a while.
so 6.
6. I get a wheat.
I get a brick. You
Uh,
get a brick.
Another question. I'm gonna slightly rephrase it though.
Where's the 6?
Um,
There it is.
What ship have you sailed on was the most influential for you?
For all of us, or for
Individually, yeah, go online.
Yeah, really early on in this game, I got the chance to sail a couple of boats in San Francisco Bay. I got to sail on 2 catamarans from a charter service because they wanted a drone operator who would risk his drone to get shots underway, and I was that guy. And then there was a fella right underneath the Golden Gate Bridge at the marina right there who had a little tiny electric monohull,
Oh, cool.
and we just like cruised out. We got like some pretty intense wind. It was like, you know, it blows. If anyone has sailed the Bay Area before, they know that it blows through the slot pretty good.
Of course they would.
Yeah, right through that slot. Anyway, so
He's
it was
also been aboard Red Aviva, Sultan Tar's boat, but it was on the hard.
right. Red Aviva was pretty good. I mean, there's been a lot. I honestly, like, I'm so in the boat world that I don't think about necessarily all the boats that have really influenced change. You know what? The other day, I got to sit in the Hulo First Mates
Oh, cool.
pilot chair
This is the fast
all the
ferry.
way from Vancouver
That's
to
so
Nanaimo.
cool.
I sat in that chair the entire time.
Crazy.
What?
From dock to dock. It was hella cool.
Yeah.
And like got to sit with Rishi as he's like doing the dock maneuvers to get the boat into place.
Maybe
it was
Rishi
really
will
rad.
join us one day for live, and he can answer questions about what it's like to drive a ferry.
He just messaged me today. Was like, I want to come over. And I was like, I'm doing a live. He's like, I don't want to be on it. I was like, okay, all right,
Never mind.
fair enough.
Womp womp. Most
Maybe one day
influential
we'll
boat.
do something
Aw.
fun enough that'll like convince him that he wants to do it. But
Yeah.
Settler of
Rishi
Catan
didn't
did
wanna
not do
hang.
the trick.
No.
No,
I
I think
that's
hot
not
ones.
it.
The hot ones could.
You're
maybe
in
Hot
Why
ones is
tempted?
popular. Yeah, yeah.
That's good because this is only a 4.
What's your influential boat?
So it would have been too
Ooh.
many people anyways.
Just one.
My,
Unless-
You got some complaints, huh?
the most
I'll tell
influential.
Rishi you said so.
Yeah.
Oh, the most influential boat for me by far is probably Transformatus, the cargo boat
Oh,
that I
The
yeah,
one
saw.
that
I'm
thing
most
is
jealous
gorgeous.
of.
I think
I'm
it's-
so jealous.
It's so pretty.
Fucking insane. I mean, just to be able to like dock under sail on an like over a 100-foot ship was an insane experience.
It
And
has
just-
no motor.
Yeah, there's completely engineless. It's brigantine, so it has square sails and a main gaff mainsail, or what's called a spanker, and it maneuvers what we would consider, compared to our boats, like a fucking log. But
Yeah.
the boat itself is very nimble when it's manned by the right people, and so we were able to I was able to learn so much about sailing maneuvers, both in tight corners and also in kind of expectation and the way that we would think things through by
What's-
sailing on that boat.
What's the minimum crew for that boat
So
to move it?
it's been sailed with 4 crew members.
Wow.
It's been sailed across the Atlantic with 4 crew members, but that was almost entirely interchanging shifts. So
Yeah.
never having more than one person sleeping at a time, and
Right.
3
Yeah.
people would be constantly rotating to get.
So that was like
watch.
a Red Bull run, basically.
Was the
Yeah, okay.
like most gnarly it could potentially be. I
Yeah.
mean, the ideal would be to have at least 4 to 5 people per watch, so that would
Yeah.
be 8 to 10 people on the boat.
Right.
There's more than enough space for
I
it.
guess
so.
for me, the most influential boat I got to sail on was the Providence because I had such incredibly good instructors on that boat,
I don't know if you mentioned he worked for the Providence.
which is so beneficial.
You sailed on Providence?
Like, how good is it?
Why
that
didn't
I,
you ever say that?
It's one of my favorite boats, and then I got to work
Do
on
you
it.
know that boat likes to tie up here in Silver Bay?
Yeah, sometimes it comes here. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, I feel very fortunate to have been able to serve on that boat. So it was incredibly informative, mostly from the crewing perspective. I learned a lot from the captains I worked for. So
I'm gonna count our maiden voyage on Perihelion as sailing because we did get the mainsail
we
up,
did.
and that has obviously influenced. Well, if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't be here. So I'm gonna say that one time we sailed Perihelion.
Yeah, you
that
said
day.
it was the best day of your life when we got the main out.
Yeah, because it was at that point. And then I think
And
2
it's
hours
all gone
later-
downhill since.
2
Let me tell
two
you.
hours later is the worst day of my life.
Yeah.
So it's funny how it can change.
Yeah.
That's sailing for you.
Yeah.
100%.
It was the best of days.
Oh, you
it
know
was the
what?
worst of
I'm
days.
gonna say it right now. Actually, the most fun I've had is the opposite of Nathan. The most influential for me was a week of sailing that tornado with my sister.
Oh, yeah, totally.
1 week of being like, my sister does not know anything about sailing. We don't come from a sailing family. We're sailors, like they're military officers or whatever, but that's about it. But we weren't really around boats all that much growing up. That woman got on my boat, and within about 2 to 3 days was a better sailor than me. And I just I'm the eldest of my family, and my sister's the youngest. And we have another sister between the two of us, but she's always been the baby, and to just be thoroughly put in my place by a woman 5 years younger than me who's like my little baby sister, and just be like, oh, I don't know shit.
Whose 5 roll was
It's already
this?
better.
That was you, wasn't it?
That's a
No.
6. That's a 6.
Or 6.
bro.
He's a bad counteror.
6. Who's 6? Yeah, I have a grade.
Anyway,
something
it was great.
education.
I made a video about it. I lost
Whose
half
roll-
the
that was your
audio.
roll? was your roll, no?
No,
It was my
I think
roll?
it was your role.
Oh, cool. Well, I can't do anything, so Haley, your roll. Any good questions or?
I've kind of gotten over. I loose-handed that.
I'll
I'm
just
gonna
pull one out of the
have
hat.
to do that again.
For hell yeah,
There's
brother!
A lot of questions.
Shit time!
Give me some wheat, baby.
What do you miss the most about living on land?
Showers.
This
Showers.
morning I was thinking about how my old bathroom had a heat lamp in it, and then the water just always worked.
That's good. She's going through
Hot
it
water.
today.
I gotta think back a long time. It's been like 10 years since I've lived in an apartment.
This guy doesn't even know.
Honestly, the part I missed
Well,
the
you-
most was walk, because
Technically so.
I went from living downtown in a city of 1.3 million to living in a van
Yeah.
and being nomadic. So I think the thing I missed the most was at the time I was working full time as a photographer. I kind of had
Did you get your
a
weed?
pretty idyllic life, and I would walk my dog down the street to the local coffee shop, meet clients, and do a few hours of editing work and as a photographer, and do meetings. It was just a very laid back lifestyle, and I kind of
Trade
miss
those for an oar.
the urban
what you're
lifestyle big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
but
put it all
being able
down.
to
You're
just
spending your
shut
whole
your
hand.
brain off and go do the same routine, or just go do something that you want to do. Go to
Well,
the same
just the
coffee shop.
things that roll through your head are the price of a coffee at Bridgehead Coffee. You can get us a shawarma and potatoes and drink for $9.55 down at this shawarma shop. Those were the numbers rolling through my head, and now it's the price of plywood and
Yeah.
how much that epoxy at whatever you call it, five
Pans.
5.
down at the local Windsor plywood or whatever.
Somebody
costs.
said opinions on SV Tritia. That's
Sure,
Sailor
it's
James.
Sailor James.
He's super nice.
You have 2 on
We
that.
occasionally chat on Instagram.
The biggest
Um,
Sailor James fan over here.
Yeah,
Like
he's super
seriously,
nice.
won't shut up about him.
We chat on Instagram sometimes.
That's how.
They're-
Okay,
they're
that's how
very
every
nice.
conversation where Barry's the biggest fan of something. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Oh, we chat on
We chat a
Instagram,
little
so you
bit.
gotta flex. Be like, yeah, he's my local good buddy.
He's cool. His boat is the same boat as
John
Jean
de
de
Sud,
Sud,
the Magic
yeah.
Bird, yeah.
And
Oh, wow.
Very capable, smaller boat.
yeah, it's a Allberg 30, I believe. They're really cool boats, and he's done a lot of cool stuff with
Yeah,
it.
I hope one day we can meet and hang out with him. I feel like we would all get along really well.
Yeah.
So.
Is he on the opposite side of the planet right now?
have no
I think he's just leaving New Zealand. I think I saw on Instagram
Okay.
Yeah.
or something like that. Maybe he's just already left. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Whose move? Who's
I enjoy his like Instagram roasting of
Yeah,
comments.
the roasting comments.
Because
is good.
so I'm like I'm a type of person I will reply to comments for the first like 24 hours my video's up, which by the way I posted a video this morning at 8 a.m. so you should check that out.
We actually did watch it earlier.
There you go.
I don't know. It was okay.
Oh my god. But anyway, if Haley were to comment and say some snarky shit like that, I would have a nice reply for her.
I would never. I would fuck. My
I'd-
mother raised me better than that.
I would say it to your face.
Yeah,
You filthy animal.
Dude, motherfucker. Come at me, bro. What are you gonna punch me in the face?
I'm gonna serve you taco with more bones in it.
There was actually a bone in my tacos.
Hey,
So.
you served
calm
every
down.
bone.
Oh, okay,
Calm
break it
down.
up, break it up.
Who rolled the whatever that was?
I think
That was
him,
me.
so
I
that's
rolled.
me now.
No, wait,
Five.
he rolled?
Yep.
5,
rolled
and
five.
then do you want to make a move?
Nope.
Wait, it doesn't go that way, Simon. It goes this way.
You just rolled.
Clockwise.
No, he
No.
did.
I did.
You know, but after, before him, you just did.
No, Haley did, and then you did, and then...
I didn't.
Oh, you meant we skipped
Haley
your
did.
roll?
You did. You did.
No.
Then,
So we do
then we
have
go
quite
back
a
to you
few
because we skipped you.
questions coming in.
Okay, you roll, we'll resume.
Sure. I'm a big
Another
boy.
great question. I do believe we answered that in Simon's live thing or whatever, but longest offshore passage?
I got a good one for that. How about
0.
you?
Or 0 days.
No,
for
you're
me.
like
I got
you've
0
done like 50,
offshore.
50 miles. No, it's
0
all on
days.
inshore.
Days, yeah. So
Um,
0.
0 for me.
0. Nathan,
18 days.
18 days. How many miles?
Not. I mean, as the crow flies, like I think it was 165 miles, but it was not that far. It's because it was on said engineless tall ship that we ended up facing headwinds the whole trip, and it was expected to be a 7-day trip from Denmark to Ireland through the Skagerrak, turned into an 18-day trip,
Wow.
Well,
beating against the wind.
it took me once 2 days to get from Vancouver to here, and that's
Oh,
50
days.
kilometers.
yeah.
Yikes.
My biggest offshore was 4,000 miles from French Polynesia to Ushuaia, Argentina, and it took 24 days.
And also, you can look back in our videos. Barry made a
It's like
video about
episode
it.
That's a
4,
good
I think.
one. That's one of my favorites you've ever done, for
Please,
sure.
please note as well, it was like he left 2 days after we got perihelion, and I had to deal with the haul out all by
Haley and
myself.
I got real close
And then
during that
Simon
time
showed up.
because Haley was like,
Sometimes I just
What
needed to
What
just
just
cry at
happened?
him.
"What is any of this?" I'm like, Haley, it's fine. It's like, we're all on fire. It's like, yeah, that's a normal thing. Don't worry.
It's like, yeah, it was a bad time for me, and I was like, hopefully Barry just doesn't make his flight, and then he did, and then the first thing, I dropped Barry off at the airport, I come back to Dagon at the boatyard, and I'm gonna go back inside to go sleep, because I dropped him off at like 4 in the morning.
On
And
October 8th.
It was dark out, so I was walking into the boat, and I immediately just tripped and fell onto my face, like, first time I was at the boatyard up by myself, in the dark. And then I lived into
That's good
Dagon.
It's
Yeah.
good
Any
stuff.
moves to make salmon?
Oh, sorry. Totally forgot about that. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, stop peeking. Stop peeking.
Biggest struggle during this cold front? Water.
Water.
We have no water.
Yeah.
Water is always the biggest problem,
Can
isn't
I
it?
get,
So to be fair, we're not idiots. We did set up, like Barry. I say we. Barry set up a drip on the taps, and we tried to
Heaters
set
on
up
all the lines. And
heating and whatever we needed to do to keep the water running. But unfortunately, the power went out on the exact day of the cold snap, so we ended up losing water and power for that period of time.
It froze in
anybody
like the
want
4
to trade
hours.
me
spend your resources
for
quickly.
some wood?
Yeah, what do you
Okay.
got?
What do you need?
I want ore.
You want ore or don't have ore?
What do you need though,
I need wood. I just said wood.
other than wood?
No, I just need wood. That's all.
Do you have any
Oh,
forge
you're
you can
trading.
trade?
You're not trading wood. What
I,
are you
I
trading?
do, but I'm asking first. I'm playing the market here.
I have a wood.
A wood. What would you like to sell it to me for? What do you need?
4 cards, your choice.
4 cards. Oh, that's
deep.
you're
You have so many
you're the
cards. You gotta-
bank now.
You gotta
You're
get
just
rid
trying to
of-
play the bank. Like
Okay, 3
Prick.
cards.
3
It's a
cards.
better deal
okay.
than the bank.
Alternatively,
Oh.
Simon, if you have a lot of hay, you can give those to me, and then next turn I can trade them into 2-to-1 hay.
Right,
That's
right.
then you gotta wait a whole round before
But
you can make your move.
you have a lot of cards there, my guy.
You should be
so-
giving me 3 cards for sure.
And you don't
It's a-
have. Can you build a port on your fucking sheep thing?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh.
You're trying to get a settlement?
Well, I need hay and I need wood, but yes.
You don't have wood, brick, sheep.
Okay, excuse me, sir. Would you like to trade me 3 cards for a wood, please?
I'll give you a wood. 3 sheep. Cool. I'm pretty sheep poor, so that worked out good for me. Thank
That's
you.
great. That's great. Would anybody else like to trade me some wheat?
I have wheat.
Yeah. What would you like to trade it for?
2 cards.
2 cards.
Your call.
All right.
Couple of bricks for
Cool.
wheat. All right, I'll take 1 settlement, please.
Okay, give me those.
Let me know when we're ready for the next question.
Next question.
Oh,
Bring it
oh
on.
my God, Alpha, it's tough
Amber
times.
Moore asks, compared to living on land, how has your grocery shopping habits changed
Oh,
being on the boat?
it's huge.
Meat.
I'll let Haley answer that for us.
So Nestor's is the only grocery store here, aside from like the little farmers market stalls along the roadside. It is not the cheapest. It's basically on par with Vancouver grocery prices. So I shop on sales. I try and shop on sales. We try and also buy volume carbs.
Bricks.
I think the only thing we really splurge on is like fucking good cheese occasionally. But
Yeah.
yeah, we eat pretty basic. I do the majority of our cooking, so I try and do like use as little dishes as possible, and bulk meal if we can. Because also we feed Nathan sometimes, and the boy eats a lot. I'm feeding like 2 teenage high school
Hey,
boys.
And sorry, this is
so-
another moment to remind y'all that we all have. There is a Patreon, and you can support him on Patreon. That'd
Yeah.
be just great.
Wayne
We
showed
paying
up
for
and
my
dropped some
dinners
money.
sometimes.
That
So
was really nice of Wayne.
Yeah,
Barry and I eat basically the same amount of food though.
yeah. I'm
Except
not a big
for
eater.
he likes snacks more than I do. So.
I love a sugar.
Simon-
I like me a sugar rush.
Big Lizzie boy over
What
there.
about you, Simon? 'Cause you cook a lot.
I will.
Good. You got it?
I have a funny thing because I'm like kind of balancing. I cook with electricity,
Yeah. So you have
Also-
an induction cooktop.
so I have an induction
Yeah,
cooktop.
dog.
I also have a wood stove that I made that is designed to get its top of it as hot as possible.
Yeah, that
so-
thing's a fucking cooker.
So I can like throw in some sawdust, and then within about 20 minutes, the top of my wood stove is hot enough to cook pretty much anything on it, which is nice. I can get a pot to a rolling boil on that thing pretty easy. So I kind of like build my recipes around that. Like I like big 1-pot things, stuff that involves rice. Rice is super easy to cook on my wood
I'm not
stove.
trading with you on my turn.
But yeah, I'm trying to tailor it this season to be like a little
do you
bit
have
less
war?
of a pudgy boy.
Aw, you're doing great, Simon.
I'm
You
doing
look,
fine.
he looks great, guys,
I'm doing
right?
fine.
Tell Simon he looks great.
But
And then I just won't tell
you know,
him.
it'd be nice to just have a little
Yeah,
bit more
more.
energy. So I'm just trying for more fruits, more
Okay.
veggies, less carbs.
Yeah.
Um,
Somebody says they catch their own food, bro. I
Thank you, sir.
want to do that as well.
oh, I've used to do that a lot more, but lately I've been too busy.
I got my Tidal Waters fishing license
Somebody too.
a couple weeks ago, and we were crabbing
Let's
a
go
little
then.
bit, but we put the crab trap away, and I think out of sight, out of mind, we just keep forgetting about it. So
No,
we
you gotta
just
do
need
what
to
you
get it
gotta
out
do what
again.
We gotta-
liverboards do is they hang it off like the davit right at the back of the boat.
Yeah.
It's always there. And what you do is you go, dinner's done making, right? And you take like the leftover chunk of
Yeah.
bone or whatever, you throw it in the crab pot and you drop it at the one kind of clean section of the bay, which for us is just near the eastern entrance.
Okay.
I just
We drop
purchased
there
2
and you can
development
usually
cards.
get some decent sized red rock, nothing crazy, but and
Yeah.
the odd Dungeness.
So
but-
out here, there's red rock crab, Dungeness, and there's actually really good
Big
prawn
spot
fishing.
prawns, yeah.
Our buddy Billy Joel was talking about that the other
yeah.
day. How he caught a lot of
yeah,
prawns.
we should maybe go spot.
They're always
spawning.
bragging
They're
about the
very
prawns.
good.
Yeah, it's
That's a
200
10.
feet down.
That's a 10.
10?
10,
Big
boy.
jack.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I got so many brick coming out my
What?
ears.
Hi,
I got
Dave.
10 on the brick.
Got 2 on the brick for me.
10 for you.
Oh, also on the topic of food, before we forget, Barry and I don't have a fridge set up. We only have a cooler, which we use like either blocks of ice from the store, or we have a deep freeze up in our workshop. So we just freeze jugs of water. Why is there a water bottle? Oh, it's my water bottle. Duh, obviously.
Smoking more weed?
Never mind. Just pretend like I thought that was like something that someone rewarded us. Like, you look dry, motherfucker. Here's
Here's
some.
an algae.
It's like a,
You
it's like
dry
a
as
hydration,
shit.
hydration reward. It's like a reward. Yeah, so we don't have a fridge, so that really impacts our ability to store food.
Yeah, big time.
Because if we buy the blocks of ice, we have to put it in a Tupperware bin so that it doesn't soak all the food. And the Tupperware bin takes up like half the fridge. So we basically have like a cubic foot of fridge space, being generously.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. All right.
Where's-
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. Turn to roll.
Okay, turn to roll. It's kind of 10.
10. There we go.
10
That's-
more bricks. Oh man, I didn't realize how bricked up I'd be.
I'm brick the fuck up.
Yeah, you
I'm
guys.
so
you
brickin'.
guys just took all my brick, or Nathan took all my brick, and Haley getting another ore.
It's just.
We're almost.
Do you need bricks?
We're
Yeah,
almost.
you want to trade some
We're
bricks?
almost out of brick in total. Someone better not roll a 7 or you guys are fucked. Spend your resources.
Do you
It's
want
all
some
brick,
bricks?
baby.
It's Haley's turn. Talk to her.
Fuck.
Haley,
Hey, you want some bricks?
Not really, bro.
you like some brick?
Dude, what the fuck?
You
You
some-
should
I'm gonna
buy
throw.
some things.
I'm gonna throw this
I
brick
got
through
the
your
bricks
window.
of the good stuff,
It's your
though.
turn, Simon.
All right.
Take it away. Somebody asked me what style of tattooing do you prefer? So
turn.
it's I
More
do
bricks.
black and gray neotrad, or I do ornamental stuff. Ornamental folk art. It's kind of a weird thing. Just look at my Instagram; it'll make sense though. But it's like Eastern European inspired folk art based off textiles. I don't know how you.
There's
explain
like a
that. I
geometric
swear
angle
I'm
that
not
I love.
pretentious about it either. It's complicated, but like there's lots of different styles of
Seriously,
tattooing.
you've been here
so.
for 30 seconds, honey.
Yeah,
How
this
can
is
you
why
already
nobody
knock the
invited
table?
me.
I just gotta just.
Alright. Is it Simon's turn to roll?
It is Simon's turn. You better hope to God he doesn't roll a 7 or you're bankrupt. Both of you
Roll
guys
a
are
7.
fucked if he rolls a 7.
All right.
7. It's your roll.
I just rolled.
Oh, did you? Okay. Do you have any moves you want to make?
Oh,
You
that's
gotta
right. I gotta
spend
make.
some of that stuff, man.
Gotta make some
Oh,
decisions.
DMAC is a troll.
Anybody got some
Oh,
wood
no.
they want to trade me?
Nope. You can do 4 to 1 with the bank, remember?
I know. I'm just asking first.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
have no
Okay.
wood.
4. And 1 wood, please.
Do we pull another question?
Yeah,
out of
do
the
it.
jar?
Question.
Another road, please,
You
sir.
read these questions, babe. Or I'll read it. Is Thunderchild
Thunderchild.
named after War of the Worlds?
Yes.
So funny you should ask.
It is, in fact.
It
We've
is.
been asked this a lot over the past few days. They're like, is this from the War of the Worlds play, radio play? And it is. That's where the name came from, as far as I've been told. So I like it. Seems cool. Oh, Simon, is there more beer?
There's more beer.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna drink beer, but now I'm invested in this because otherwise, what am I gonna sit here and be miserable? Obviously, I was doing that already, and it was not working. So.
You only work for so long.
Oh, this is a question from Vivian, prior owner of Thunderchild. She says, what historical books / adventures have been interesting for you? And for her, she stated that it's been 2 years
Oh,
before the mast.
Amber, that is very sweet of you to
Aw,
donate
thank
money
you.
to our cause. I am going to buy essential
Groceries.
food.
Yeah.
We are not. That's gonna buy a lot of water.
I got. Oh shit! Here we go.
Cup.
Don't look at me. I have my hands between my knees.
Yeah, that's so kind of you. Thank you.
It's cute that it's a little cheerleader because you're cheerleading for
Did
us.
you catch the question, Simon?
No, I did
Do
not.
you know how to read?
Historical books or adventures that happened that have influenced you or inspired you in some
Okay,
way?
so my favorite is 2 years before the mast, but it's the whole series, the Aubrey Martin series. Like I just love it. It's
Oh
so.
no, that's a separate. The one's a real. 2 years before the mast is a real.
Oh, the
thing.
real account. Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
non-fiction account.
But you're
Got it.
talking this
The Aubrey Martin.
Aubrey Maturin
Maturin,
from
sorry.
Conan. No,
That one's a really.
Master and Commander. It's the series that's from.
Anyways, yeah, it's one of my favorites for sure. I'm like a series reader. Like I love when you find a good series to read, and
Simon
then it
has
turns
to see
out there's
things
like
through.
14 books to it. You're like, oh hell yeah, here we
Yeah.
go.
For me, it's not a book. It's they're
It's more of
probably
a feeling.
there are books on this. I'm sure. I am not much of a reader, but I'm very, very, very fascinated by the Franklin expeditions, which were the British attempts in the 1860s to find the Northwest Passage. And they sent 2 ships. They sent they were both refitted war vessels, and they sent them the HMS Terror and HMS Erebus. And what I found super cool about those 2 boats is that they managed to outfit them with central heating. So they had wood-fired, blown air heating throughout the boat, which is in the 1860s pretty cool. But both ships were lost. HBO did a really cool series on it.
Was it their central heating that made them?
No, it was their lead. It was their tin cans of food and
It was like a
cannibalism
load
and
of things.
all kinds of things that made it go wrong.
Oh, who doesn't like a good nibble on the
Good
next
old
guy?
cannibalism.
That's my story that I was really inspired by.
I have 2. One is A Voyage for Madmen, and it chronicles the 1968 Golden Globe race. That one was hard to put down. And then also The Endurance by Alfred Lansing about Ernest Shackleton's voyage on the Endurance. That was another fucking page turner, and like it's pretty rare to find a book that like you literally will not shower or eat for. 'Cause you
There's
just wanna keep reading
a
it.
documentary about the
Shackleton.
Donald Crowhurst
Oh,
side of the
yeah.
Golden Globe journey. I think it's called Deep Blue or something like that.
On
It's
YouTube.
on YouTube. It's 2 hours. It's wonderful. Donald Crowhurst. He's the worst sailor in the whole Golden Globe race in the 60s. But I think, is the most fascinating story. Everyone loves Bernard Montessier because he was a little bit crazy and just kept going. But this guy was a little bit crazy and he jumped in the water, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
so
that's such a wacky story.
The
I
whole
think
thing
it's
is wacky.
I think it says a lot about the hubris of sailors,
Yeah.
and of the pressures on captains. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Donald Crowhurst. There's a documentary about him. Go check it out. Your influential thing
Influential book.
or story or
I mean, I hate to be repetitive. Again, I think if it's story, a book I would say is Kon-Tiki. Because to me, I'm
yeah.
always massively inspired by people who try to put themselves in positions within the world of sailing, within the world of travel by water, that pushes the limits of what we know is possible. And Kon-Tiki really redefined what we thought was possible in literally the history books, defining that.
Yeah, it's the historical angle that I love so much, but
It's awesome.
it's similarly, I guess, like pushing the whole front of what we knew.
And especially with the fact that a lot of the people who were joining on the Kon-Tiki journey had never sailed before. They weren't sailors. They didn't really know how to behave or act or what to prepare for, but still managed to trust not only the archaeological data that they used, but also how nature would influence that archaeological data.
And what I loved about it is it felt like that's probably what happened in
Yeah.
history too, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it probably felt like, oh, there were probably a bunch of green sailors that were just young kids eager to leave home and try something new.
On that note, too, there was I just watched a documentary on YouTube. I don't remember the name of it, unfortunately, but it was about a similar voyage. Unfortunately, there's not
The Viking one?
There's no documentary footage of that I'm aware of the Kon-Tiki expedition, and there's movies about it, and there's a book and stuff. But I like watching things that happened fairly recently. And these guys in the 70s cast off on a similar vessel across the Indian Ocean, and on the first attempt, someone got hepatitis and dies, and they restart the voyage, and another guy gets hepatitis and almost dies again, and their boat's falling apart, and it's horrible. They're bailing 200 buckets an hour out of the bilge. That's the sort of thing that these guys were dealing with too in Kon-Tiki, but it's really cool in that documentary. You get to see kind of what the Kon-Tiki trip would have been like, maybe worst case scenario.
If the historical data and the archaeological data hadn't been right,
Yeah.
if they didn't nail the head on the fact that there was this stream.
It's coming, man. Like, we got alternate history now. It's coming.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some good, terrible, horrible, cannibalistic
I
stories.
think it's your role now.
All right.
Any good
All right,
questions?
come on, mini cards.
How do we feel about Hori Smoku? Hori Smoko, also known as Sailor Jerry.
Oh, Sailor Jerry.
Yeah. Hori Smoko.
I like his work. I think there's something quaint about the idea that he's one of the better of the traditional artists. But the early traditional guys. But I find there's something quaint about his sort of cartoony approach, or like his failed attempts at anatomy on things. But it makes for now iconic and charming imagery, which is kind of more poignant or potent or important than if it was anatomically correct or anything. It speaks more to what he was trying to say than an accurate drawing might have. So I quite like it.
He was actually a master sailor, which I respect as well. But he was one of the predominant tattooers that bridged the gap between Japanese tattooing and North American tattooing. So that's pretty cool. I think without him, a lot less people would be tattooers. I think he was a good tattooer. I think he did the best with what he had, but he definitely, I would say, is probably the most influential tattooer of all time, and probably will. Well, I mean, depends on where you're from, though, because there is a lot of Japanese tattooers, but like, he's a household name, and that says a lot, I think. So.
Yeah, I mean, he brought tattooing, especially like sailors' tattoos, into relevancy, and I think that was something that was really interesting back
You
in the
can't
day.
deny that he was an important figure. Yeah.
Because there was so much history with sailing tattoos, but none of it had been written down or photographed, and the only way to really pass that on was by I'm good. Was to pass that on via oral history or by creating a visual
How many cards you
history.
got?
Yeah,
How
and
many
it's
cards you
also
got?
One,
important to note
3,
that sailor tattoos were influenced by sailors going to indigenous tribes and seeing them tattooing each other and seeing the tribal markings,
You're fucked
and
on that
that's
ten.
why they started tattooing themselves, because they had
that'd be
actually been
pleased
to
to hear
places
from you.
where tattooing existed.
Okay, well,
Because I don't believe that tattooing was really a popular thing in North America before sailors,
That's my
So-
turn.
Not popular for sure, yeah.
or if it was even there at all, because it had to stem from. Because like most people in the West, yeah, I'd be curious to know if there was a. Well, there's no
there was.
traditional.
The irony
Oh,
was that
indigenous tattooing.
in
Yeah.
North America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
indigenous tattooing.
Absolutely.
I feel like that would have taken longer to catch on because of how
It was seen
Canada
as
treated
indigenous, so
indigenous
it was
people.
seen as-
But it was
yeah.
the same.
So-
They had indigenous
it's true.
tattooing in the UK too, right? Like-
Well, the interesting thing is that at the same
Yeah.
time that the people in the working classes were developing tattoos that they had seen through Polynesian, primarily Polynesian and Chinese tattoo, and what was performed in Hong Kong and Shanghai. There was tattooing, but it was actually in the higher classes of society. It
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
actually in the layman, in the lower class of society. Victorian era people in England would tattoo themselves, particularly women would tattoo each other, and they would tattoo each other underneath
Victorian
their clothes.
era?
In
Really?
the Victorian
Yeah,
era.
it's true.
Wow, I did not know that.
It
Yeah.
wasn't as. It definitely wasn't common, but
No.
I mean, there was.
It was more prevalent in the higher classes
I
than in the
think
lower classes. At
There's
that
a
time.
reason we don't see photos of it though, because it was still a very secretive thing.
It was
I'm
seen
just
as
thinking of the
taboo.
Romans coming in contact with a bunch of tattoos.
Oh, and the Celts.
yeah, Celts who were ready to throw
Oh,
down,
yes.
and how terrifying that must have been.
And there was some awesome tattoos and tattooing history within the Celt and Gaelic and Gaul communities, and even the Visigoth that
That's
ended
what I'm
up.
saying.
taking
It's like it
over the
feels
Romans.
like it comes from everywhere. It's such an international thing.
Mhm.
The tattoo style from every corner of the globe.
Every community, every historical group of people have had a period of time in which tattooing was either prevalent or done by those people.
Yeah.
There is no period of
I'm
time.
sure there's
for
somewhere.
tattooing.
So there's somewhere where they're like, my body's a temple.
Ironically, I think it's mostly in the Islamic world. It was the longest time,
Islamic?
probably.
Oh.
Because Egyptians tattooed, North Africans tattooed,
Rule of
Amazight
seven.
tattooed,
No, I don't
the
think so.
Ainu
Is it
in
my
Japan
turn?
That's your
tattooed,
roll.
Oh,
The
you wished that
Romans.
was yours.
and then Celts, Gaelics,
8.
big Greece.
So I get 2 wood.
Do we want a question from the bucket or?
Yeah, bucket question.
Bucket me.
8.
8. Pretty
What
cool.
happened to
Give me some ore,
perihelion?
baby!
Yeah, what happened to perihelion? That's
Nothing.
I know, I've never seen
bad.
her.
Nothing
Perihelion, don't
bad.
even know her.
Really.
we get asked that a lot because I think Simon and I both meander a lot in our YouTube editing.
I've got,
Simon and I were both working on perihelion earlier
there's
this
an
week.
engine
Yeah.
stripping video that should be my post next week.
Yeah.
Although I'm not done editing it yet. But yeah, so next. Should I post it Sundays or Mondays? Like
Always Sundays.
I said Sundays, but then I accidentally scheduled it for Monday this week.
Sundays
And I'll
got
have to
better.
compare because my last one didn't do well at
Yeah.
all. So we'll have to
On
see how this one
Fridays
does.
for me are the best, and you ramp up into the good view days. That's my theory.
Right.
As a
Okay.
tattoo artist, I've heard that
But
there's
see,
the
I
most
think
attention.
everyone's fucking the dog all week. Like, I
Yeah.
think you want to hit it early in the week and then let it build up throughout the week because
Oh.
everyone's watching YouTube
Yeah.
at work.
I've been told
Are they?
before like the best time to like
I would
release
be.
content is
If
at
I
like
was in the
1
office or something, I'd be.
Yeah.
1 p.m. on Monday.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I like it early in the
Eight,
morning so there's all
has,
day to
like,
build.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel
Because
like
people can't watch YouTube videos while they sleep.
I don't
We'll
know.
figure out
Yeah,
how,
you're kind of fucked on
but they
we
can't.
will
yeah,
find a
no.
way.
We will find a way. Make it happen.
trade for sheep.
Watch
or
YouTube
something.
videos in your dreams.
Get
Oh
out.
my god,
Well,
some of these
alright.
YouTube videos do feel like my dreams.
I don't
Trade your
think.
lead.
Some
Pretty
weird
unhinged.
I don't
stuff.
know. I'm not making any decisions.
Dude like riding his motorcycle and it looked like a POV shot and it turns out it was just a drone shot and the drone like takes off the bridge he's on and goes down into the valley and you have this like panic attack.
Yeah,
Watching
his
it.
motorcycle
I'm like, oh,
handlebars.
that's what my dreams are like. Like it's like you're riding a motorcycle, you're flying through the air, you're
Ew.
underwater.
We already answered that.
Favorite book or documentary covered.
Okay, made a mess. 7. So I'm a thief again.
How long does it take to make an episode?
It's a good one for Simon.
I once had it down to about 45 minutes to edit an episode together.
45 minutes.
You're stealing.
45
from me.
minutes.
Wow.
It looks precious. Look at, this is
It
a
was
twinge of.
Oh no!
The only one I had.
Nice.
45 minutes, but what's it really take you?
I could be recording. There's one video like of the remember you were talking about how you like that electric outboard video?
Yeah.
That one took a year to record.
Whoa.
That one took a year because there are clips of it where I started where I'm like machining parts, and that was a full year. Like the shipyard, like that was my
Well, you're
bench
about to
at the
do part
shipyard,
2, which.
and then it closed down, and I lost that bench, and I
Yeah.
did like all this stuff. But I was trying to build episodes around like finishing a project, and so some of them just take forever to finish.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
For
So-
me, I think I would say it's probably a 2-day process per video.
Does anyone want to trade a I will trade some stone
Oh yeah.
for some brick.
Two
I'll jump
stone?
on that.
Or we
What's
can
your
trade
offer?
2 stone? Well, you're both offering the
Oh,
same.
wait,
so-
no.
I'll
I'll trade
do-
a stone and a wood if you have a wood.
Oh, you
I
want
don't
a
know.
Or
stone?
just a wood. And
You want a brick?
for a brick.
I want to get rid of a brick. I
Oh.
want stone.
Oh.
I've got no stone.
I'll trade you a stone for a wood.
I don't have
Whoa,
any wood.
1-to-1 trade. Wow.
That's kind of all I need too. So.
All right, interesting.
See,
You
this is
got
the
your
interesting
2-to-1
part
if
is
you got
can-
sheep.
Yeah, interesting. This is the trading really bad deals in Minecraft. Okay, well, you know, it is what it is. Here I am.
One or.
Here I
Brickless,
sit,
stoneless.
broken-hearted, paid a dime, and only farted.
We'll trade one or for your brick.
Yeah.
By chasing sunsets.
Anyone got any wood to trade me?
You wish.
Yeah, I got wood. What are you offering?
Brick?
What are you listening?
No,
That's
that's a no. Or.
no, I don't have any more.
No.
All right, well, I'm out.
Okay. Well, Nathan, your roll.
I don't know.
How about another question from the hat?
The open market has failed me again.
Snake eyes.
2. Is there even any 2s on here? There's 1, 2 up
One
there
there.
for
You get it.
Simon.
Thank you, sir.
I think we already explained this,
Barry.
but what the fuck is going on with Dagon?
Oh yeah, what's the fate of Dagon? I've been asked that a bunch. People are messaging me all the time now or commenting. They're like, is she for sale? Can I buy her? I'm the perfect person for it. I'll fly out and take it today, whatever, stuff like that.
Psych, you missed!
Whoops.
Sucker!
I got here first.
Nathan got it. It was the perfect call to just move it right along, like as quick as possible. So I wasn't juggling 3 boats in my life. Now I'm down to 1 and
Third.
a third, so it's a lot more manageable.
But my
and-
boy needs a dinghy.
Yeah, I ain't got
If
no
you know a guy who's getting rid of a dinghy,
I need a rib and an outboard.
Yeah.
You
that'd
need,
be
like-
nice. We need 2 ribs and
I think
like
that-
2 outboards.
yeah, it's we
Because
need,
like if Barry goes into the docks without me, I'm trapped on the boat
Yeah.
currently. But in the summer, I'm just gonna inflate my paddleboard. But like
Yeah.
oh, paddleboard's
right now,
a
we
nice
like
one.
have to roll together everywhere, and it'd be
Yeah.
nice to like
It
pace
is boat
ourselves.
life.
Yeah, summer will be nice. But yeah,
I'll
I
just-
own Dagon now. So
That's the
haha,
thing. It's
got
get-
it, suckers.
It's getting, yeah, he beat you to it. It's being updated and maintained and worked on. Things are happening all the time on it. So the journey continues with someone else.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things that we've kind of both noticed through the process of transferring Dagon over from Barry to myself is that a lot of the same ideas that I had on my own and that I imagined for Dagon in her future were actually discovered to be also the same ideas that Barry had for
Yeah,
Dagon.
we have similar goals
without
for
me
her.
even knowing.
Yeah.
Also, Evan just showed up in chat
What's in the chat? What's up?
and made a joke about Catan. It didn't make sense, Evan, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
What?
I got you, bro. I got you.
What was my question for Evan earlier? Oh yeah, Evan, do we have is there
SB?
SSB on perihelion? That was what I was wondering that earlier.
Also, we are saying perihelion, right? I can't remember if we are or not.
Perihelion is what we started with. Perihelion is
Perihelion.
for
No, I
What a bunch
think
of
it's the
idiots.
other way around.
no.
I just can't picture. Okay, I've not actually met Evan yet, but I've seen like the recording of y'all hanging out, chatting, and I can't imagine him in his accent saying perihelion. He would say perihelion.
No, he got no for sure. It's
He would 100% say
Perihelion.
perihelion.
He
A
really-
man with
he
a
can-
brass cannon on the
really
back
can't
of his
tell
boat
us.
does not say perihelion.
He's gonna type in perihelion.
Yeah, it won't make any sense. Oh.
Maybe we'll talk about this later.
up to our own
So-
interpretation.
Blink twice if I'm right, Evan.
We can't see him.
Heal, helion.
Heel. Perihelion.
I don't know.
It's like the
It's a
Helios.
fun-
It's just she doesn't heal. Okay, she is a building moving through the water. She does not heal. Therefore, she is perihelion.
Oh yeah, we were saying
by- I like the
perihelion
idea of
before.
perihelions.
Perihelion, yeah.
Heel, yeah.
Perihelion.
Yeah, because we were saying it like
Okay,
idiots
the only
before.
heal in perihelion is helium. Got it.
2. Wow.
Oh wow.
2, that's a sheep
Oh,
for
sheep
Simon.
me, bro.
Sheep me,
Bah. Sweet.
I can't.
Anybody else have a 2? There's only 1 2 on the board.
Yeah.
Do you have any wood?
Hella rare.
No, I can give you this and you can trade that out.
Are
for
you trying to
something.
get Barry's
Yeah.
wood on camera right now? It's so
Simon,
gross.
that's
It's
gross.
disgusting.
I'm just gonna-
Get a. Oh, yeah, you're right. Do what you want.
I'm sorry. Did you
doesn't
just
really
give her
matter.
some of your cards?
Yeah,
Doesn't
Like,
really
gave it away?
favoritism, yeah.
What?
Gave it away? This is
What?
bullshit. That's
What?
bullshit. That's because you're his girlfriend. Like, that's such bullshit.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay,
It's
we gotta
bullshit.
create
This is
a,
pointless
like
for
a
me
bit
to
of a
even
balance
try
here.
anyways.
There's,
My
there's,
girlfriend
there's
will
an
be
imbalance.
jealous. Nathan, don't get too close. I'm just saying she'll kick your ass.
Danielle, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, here we go.
8.
8.
Give me
That's
some
a.
fucking ore.
I didn't build a
Oh
settlement
wait, yeah,
there.
wait. Simon got damn near demonetized for swearing, right? We gotta curb it a bit. I've been swearing a bunch.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel,
What's this
right?
for?
10, right? Or
It
no,
says 8.
8. My bad, my mistake. Sorry.
That counter.
8.
You're giving me the ore and the brick.
Or
Yeah,
or daddy.
No brick, just
No,
ore.
just ore.
He's getting ored up.
Drag him.
Yeah. Okay,
got
make your
stones in
move.
his
Make your
pockets.
move.
Oh, it's my move, right? Anybody got some wood they want to sell me?
I got
Bro,
2 wood.
nobody got. Oh.
Yeah, 2 wood.
What you got?
Oh, I don't know, all kinds of things. Do you have stone? Does anybody else have stone?
I got some ore,
Like this
but I'm
kind of
looking for
stuff?
wood.
Yeah.
Or you're looking for wood? What are you looking for?
I don't really care because I'm not gonna win anyways. So like,
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know.
I
Just,
appreciate your nihilism.
I don't know. Like,
Get some wheat.
you want a
get
couple
some
of
development
friends?
Cards. Wheat and
not
sheep.
really. I already
Do you want a
have
couple of
3
friends? Couple of fuzzy little friends over
Actually,
here.
you know what?
You know
I'll
what? Yeah,
do-
there we go.
I'll
I'm
do
talking.
For one for sheep. I
There
like
we
sheep,
go.
man. I don't
Yeah,
actually think
you're
I
close
have
to a
any sheep.
development card.
Oh, that's maybe my problem is I never got sheep.
Yeah, you're sheep poor.
That's what happens when you take cold
Sheepless.
medicine.
Straight
you
up
don't
sheeping.
remember to get sheep.
All right, I'll take 1 development card, please.
Shit.
There you go.
I don't know where they are.
I got them. Don't worry.
Here
Oh,
we go.
sorry, I wasn't supposed
Oh!
to look at that. We can flip it out and get a new one, but that's a good one to have. I cheated.
Les champions.
What editing software do we use to make the videos?
I'm a old school guy because I come from the world of photography, so I still am Adobe Suiting it up, which means I'm on Premiere,
God, that's
After
what Salem
Effects,
Delos
Lightroom,
uses.
Facebook, or what do you call it? The Facebook one, Photoshop.
Mm.
Photoshop. Photoshop's for Facebook because we're all deprived.
So he uses a laptop. I do it all on the phone. I use an app called InShot, and So I film it all on the phone and I edit it all on the phone. And because Simon
Which
films,
I can't wrap my head around because the amount of like voiceovers and extra bits you do, like your cuts are clean. Like it
Oh.
looks like a well produced.
thank you.
And the fact that you get that out of a phone blows me away.
Also,
That's why I go for it.
Mhm.
I do think it was actually Evan mentioned in the comments. I think it was his birthday today. Happy
Oh,
birthday,
really?
Evan!
Happy birthday,
Seriously?
Evan.
Yeah, we don't use
Oh,
Facebook
well,
really, so happy
Cheers
birthday.
to Evan. He made
Cheers
a big
to Evan.
impact on our lives.
Yeah.
All of us.
Do we want to roll out the
Happy
Evan cask again?
birthday.
Yeah, get the Evan bourbon cask
Oh,
out.
okay.
that
Yeah.
shit was weird.
Someone had to say
You
it.
knew
Thanks for
that.
choosing
Red
this
bourbon.
You know the alcohol's bad when we take it off the boat.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Here, that's the last.
I gotta
couple
work on my
questions.
distilling.
All right, my roll. Oh, it's a 7.
What you doing? I thought you getting it off my 6 there.
Beefy boy.
I'm gonna go for something that's gonna give me a little bit more.
Trust me,
profit.
whatever you do, you're not putting it on me.
Cool.
You're stealing a card from Haley then.
Oh yeah.
Yes, please. Take the one that's upside down.
Nice. Thanks for not taking my tube.
All right, so it's my turn. I can make moves.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any wood they would like to trade?
What are you offering?
Well, I've got a brick and a sheep, and like the diversity, I think could
I'll
give
take
you.
that.
Yeah, you'll take that deal. All right.
Yeah, I don't
Do that.
I don't think
Papa, what's the
I don't
matter,
think you're gonna
bud?
come for my win anytime
Is
Okay.
soon.
no one
Doesn't
paying
like-
attention to you?
It might be the
it's
end,
out of
Alpha.
attention.
Aw.
That's it. That's all you got.
Yeah, it's all you got, buddy.
It's the end.
Oh, it's all over. And then I'm gonna do a development card,
Ah!
Ooh,
and I'm gonna also build a road.
You're gonna do 2 in one turn?
wow.
Man, you're rich.
Sometimes it all comes together for you.
God damn. He's building these roads all over the place. Yeah, you can move in on their turf. Fucking leave me alone.
Is that your move?
Taking over your turf.
That's your move.
That's my move. I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna play this at the beginning of my turn, which is my knight card. Move the robber and steal 1 resource of the owner of the settlement. So I'm gonna.
Also, where's my development card?
Did you purchase one? You did.
Yes, I did.
Wow. Banker's trying to steal. It's like
Um,
real life.
I'm gonna steal from Simon.
Piece of shit. Alright. Doesn't matter which card you pick.
And then I'm going to. Then I'm gonna play another knight
You're
card.
okay.
And I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna steal from Nathan.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. I only
It's
have
just
2
because you
cards.
gotta go and sleep in the same bed as her tonight. That's why you're letting her off the hook. I swear to God. Some bullshit.
Hey now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to save
Giving
stealing
away
the wood.
free cards. Sicking your knights on everyone else.
Take all the wood you can
Some
get.
bullshit.
And then I'm gonna buy a road. Oh, I got cut off over there. And then it's Haley's turn.
Wow.
Ooh,
Brave.
Lots of
9.
commenting. How's who do you think's gonna win at this point?
Oh, Barry's got the longest road and
And
he
the
tied for Haley with the most establishments.
Wow. That's
No,
not that
Nathan's
many.
got more settlement or establishments.
There's
I've
3
total.
and 3.
Well, we've all got Nathan and
We
I
all-
both have 3, but you guys have one in the
We're all
village.
points wise. We're the same
One in
for
the city,
buildings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are we all at 3
Um,
points? Is that it?
1, 2, 3.
Pastor Will asks, Barry,
Oh.
he noticed your FOTS tattoo, and what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, that's a great question, and I love that. It's an old Hell's Angels, not that I like anything about them, expression when they would pull into the towns back when they were just maybe dealing in drugs and not sex trafficking.
Yikes. Remember, his
they-
name is Pastor Will.
Uh,
That asked
They,
this question.
they also hats off to you for being a pastor. I was too.
This is a new T-shirt.
Wow, that's a weird flex.
Yeah. The Hells Angels would pull in and they would say, "Oh, this is great. Sorry that you asked this question, Pastor Will." They wanted to freak.
Apologies in advance.
They wanted to freak out the squares, FOTS. So what they would do is they'd get their 2 gnarliest bikers, they'd pull up to the smallest town they were in. They'd pull up and they'd find the church, and they'd get their two gnarliest bikers, and they'd get them to make out in front of the church just to freak out the squares to like establish dominance.
Pastor
once they
Will,
got there.
you walked right into that one. I'm afraid.
Wait, so it's like what was that movie that we watched together? That fucking black and white movie with the biker gang rolls into town.
Oh, totally. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just,
it's
yeah.
that, but gayer.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. I love every part about that. That's great.
Oh, Pastor Will's actually cool, he says.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, yeah.
We want to be respectful to all kinds of people,
Yeah.
so that's why.
Pastors or other.
Yeah, it was just
Pastor Will's a cool
so
guy.
for me.
We want
what I
the
found
bikers
interesting-
and the squares.
what I found
Everybody.
What I found the most interesting about Freak Out the Squares for me is that initially for me it was like I wanted my chopper to be loud, so when I rode by a granny, she'd stare at me and I'd ruin her day, and that would add 5 years to my life. I was like, nah, screw everybody, freak out the squares. If you get upset by anything that I'm doing, it's because you're a square. But then I started noticing people doing things around me that would make me angry, and I was like, oh my god, I'm the square. And it was a really good self-reflection thing to not be the square, not be the person who's upset, and it became a self-reflection thing instead of being a screw everybody thing.
That's so deep, bro.
Yeah,
Wow, bro.
yeah, it's
Wow,
good.
I'm so glad
You went from
asked.
being a libertarian to an anarchist. Attaboy.
Yeah. Whose turn is it? Nathan just did a turn?
I feel like I haven't rolled dice in a while.
Was it your just did turn or no?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I just wanted.
You just moved your thief around.
Pastor
I remember
Will did
that. So
comment
it's,
that
I think I'm next.
Jesus was the original Freak Out the Squares, and
He kinda
you know
was,
what?
actually.
He kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think
Well,
it's
bringing a
really
guy
good.
back from the dead will do that to
Yeah.
somebody. It'll really freak
My
him
favorite
out.
scripture in the Bible.
For sure.
My favorite scripture in the Bible is when Jesus rolled into town and made out with his best
Seven.
friend.
And
just
And he
to
had a
freak
cool.
out the.
And he had a cool beard, man. Just saying.
All right, it's 7 time.
Oh, you rolled a 7, hey?
Yeah. So I'm going over here, taking one of your cards, please. Thank you, sir. Oh, God damn it! I
How
didn't
much
want that one
longer?
at all.
How much longer do we want to do this for, you guys?
I don't know.
We're getting
whatever.
pretty close to action happening, maybe. Well, how long has this been going on?
It's been a while. Are you guys still entertained by this? Do we?
Well, there's an hour count.
Whoa!
Nathan down.
Excuse me, sir.
Damn
My
it.
keys.
At least I didn't knock over the rum.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Get out of here. No.
Way to play it cool, Nathan.
I played my turn.
All right. Well, that's it for me. I can't play shit. So.
Alright, it's Nathan's turn.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Going around quickly.
Yeah.
7.
Seven!
Everyone's thieving from everybody. It's the year of the thief.
You're
It makes it resource dry too, which sucks.
You going for another taco?
Yes.
I think I'm okay on taco.
I will definitely taco it up.
Barry doesn't need those cards. Fuck him, I'm alright.
That's it. That's it. I'm done.
Cool, my turn.
11 points.
11. That's a wood for Haley.
Alright.
2 woods, in fact.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Have I
wow.
just been getting ripped off this whole time?
Wow.
And then
Wow, brave.
that's a sheet for Nathan.
That's a sheesh for
Yeah.
Nathan.
Sheesh.
And then and I got nothing to do, so it's Haley's turn.
Have I been getting ripped off
Straight
this
up.
whole time?
The same thing.
What is this?
The same thing.
10.
You're 11 years old.
I get,
You get 4.
Okay, I'm sorry. I get that reference.
And then, yeah, you guys are getting bricked up again.
Bricked up!
Break up.
Nathan, there's a
know.
brick waiting for you.
Hey, Nathan. Let's hear about it.
can't really do anything. So, I guess not.
Yeah.
I kind of want to have a smoke out.
Go for it. Have a
So-
smoke.
Alright, Barry and I will just.
Oh,
dominate
somebody
this one.
asked about these car seats. It says chamois. These lovely car seats.
This is a problem.
Is that a Van Halen car seat? I don't think so.
It's
I don't think it is. Oh, it's like hailed from the van.
it's from a van. It's a Mitsubishi L300 Delica. If you've got an L300 and you need seats, just contact me. I've got seats for an L300.
Also,
I have a friend with an L200, and I was gonna modify these seats to fit,
Don't look at my
and I'm not sure that it's worth the effort. They're really nice seats, so I'm kind of still toying with it. But they make great shop seats in the meantime.
Yeah, it works well for all of this.
Yeah, it's nice to sit back, relax. They lay totally flat. The cool thing about the L300 is like it has 5 back seats, and they all fold to
Is that the first time?
turn
anyone
the
has said
entire
that?
back of the
About it,
van
that's
into one like queen size mattress,
yeah.
essentially.
Matthew,
A very, very lumpy
Yeah,
queen
that
size
is.
mattress.
Long-term goals for our boats. I think
Yeah,
yours
of
are
course, bro. Me
evolving,
too.
aren't they?
Yeah, so Perihelian's gonna be our go around the world boat.
Oh no.
I'm very excited to not ever own her as a singular owner. Like, she's a
Yeah.
great boat to have
That's why
split
this-
three
The
ways.
deal works because none of us want to own it by
None of
ourselves.
us want
Yeah.
it all the way. It's
None
just
of us
such
are-
so much boat.
None of us
Small.
are wealthy enough for that.
So that changes your
I'm good.
overall plans for Old Dog then. If,
Yeah, so I came out here thinking that Old Dog was the sail around the world boat, and if I had stuck to the Warham plans or modified them in a way that was more informed by years on the water, I
Yeah.
could have made her into a year sail around the world boat. And right now, I'm just not sure that she will be. I'm not sure. Like, I'm gonna go out and test her and see what she can do. And I think that there's certainly a lot of potential for the whole solar boat thing, as we're
Yeah.
seeing from that boat from France that's just like sailing around the world. It's on its second round around the planet
wow.
on solar power alone. Like, it's very cool. But you know, she 100% will have no problem sailing the Gulf Islands,
Yeah.
which
She's
is one
a
of the
good-
best sailing grounds in the world. So that's fun.
And it's very protected, and it means it's a good home base for you if you sail around the world in perihelion, and then
You are the loudest walker I've ever met in my life.
Ditto.
Yeah, on eggshells around me all the time, please.
yeah, so it kind of means that, yeah, with Old Dog like hunkered down in BC presumably, or Alaska or wherever, just hunkered down on the coast here, you can globetrot aboard perihelion
Totally.
and just fly back and forth. And you know, if you leave perihelion in Mexico, I'll fly down and keep her going through Panama. Or
And we're gonna
whatever.
have great chunks of our lives where it's the three of us on that boat
All
sailing
at the
around,
same
because
time.
we could have the three of us on that boat and guests. Like, it's just such a big boat.
Yeah.
It's so easy for us to host people to sail around as a crew. We could have a Delos style 7 people on board
Yeah.
shit
Oh,
show.
totally, easily
You know,
on that boat.
it's just like, it's all possible, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to die having not seen every corner of this planet,
Yeah.
and parenting is my way of achieving that.
And I kind of feel that Old Dog also provides me a home base as well. Like realistically, I could bunny hop the 3 boats around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, keep Old Dog as the home base in BC. Perihelion could be in Mexico with you, and it could be, and Thunderchild could be in Tahiti, and we could come back here and spend a couple weeks in BC on your boat. It's sort of mobile home base central for all of us, and same applies for TC for you.
Yeah.
Like,
like just like Perihelion, Old Dog has like 4 5 berths on her, right?
yeah.
So you can fit a lot of people on board. It's just easy to host people, to move along, to have the room for everything. And that's kind of always been my goal, is to have a mobile headquarters, something that I could adventure out from, that is low maintenance and low cost,
yeah.
letting me like spend my money and my time moving up stuff around. You gotta watch your gear. There it goes. All right.
Don't yell at me, Simon. Fragile.
Solo passage versus rallies. I mean, I could solo sail TC, I think, and I
You
think
do already.
yeah, I do around here. I don't know if I'd. She's comfortable enough that I could go to Tahiti or whatever, but I don't want to do that by myself.
Barry's a
Really?
very social
So what is it?
person.
Because I want to do solo sailing.
I used to want to do solo sailing
Okay, why? What
because I've
changed for
done
you?
it,
Because
and
of
it's
me.
exhausting.
Because of me.
Well, it is exhausting, but that's part of it, right? It's like it's almost like
It's
a
Haley.
high-inducing,
It's Haley.
risky thing.
Even 3 crew is exhausting. 2 crew is the most exhausting thing I've ever done in my life, and 1 was damn near deadly.
Hmm.
I love solo sailing around here. I love ripping around, but even still, when I'm by myself, I'm like,
He gets
do I put the
lonely.
main up or do I just keep motoring? Because if I fall off, I'm dead.
Right.
It's like sometimes it's not even worth putting a sail up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna find as we start sailing parahelion around.
Parahelion, on the other hand, I think is a good solo sailor because she's very safe everywhere you go on deck,
Yeah.
and she has all the systems.
See, I just sailed solo. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
Stop
man.
yelling at him.
I just solo sailed like North Star 30 around for a bunch, and that was a very dangerous boat to solo sail because
I believe that.
although everything is routed as the cockpit, there's no dodger and it has the most slanted deck I've ever walked upon on any
Wait till you
boat.
go on TC.
It's worse than TC.
Yeah.
Well,
100% it was worse than TC.
scary.
It was like a trip and fall out overboard fest. And I
Did it have
soloed.
the half deck around the cabin?
It had, yeah, and
that's
it,
what I don't
and then
have.
it had a cabin and the half deck,
Yeah.
but then that was sloped like
Oh yeah.
30 degrees.
I actually wouldn't mind adding bulwarks to TC.
On the cabin or tow rail along
yeah,
the cabin
totally
top.
would be nice.
I agree.
We're gonna
I
definitely
also-
add to Parahelion's lifelines.
A couple
Give her more stanchions.
a couple weeks ago, I was getting off the boat when we were in Nanaimo Marina, and my pocket wasn't zipped up properly, and my cell phone fell onto the slanted deck cabin top, and it just slid right off into the water.
Bye bye.
So, and that was a nice iPhone, but
Evan says she's a great solo sailing boat. Used to do it often.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, she's like my hesitation with TC with I do it, but like hesitation is that like without a tow rail on TC's cabin top, it's
Yeah.
there's nothing to hold on to when
Our-
you're walking up
Our
forward.
lifelines are in really bad shape too, and we want to replace them with Dyneema when we have money, but we just obviously don't have the money for that right now. But I think that would bring me a lot of security if we
Same.
just finally replaced it, because there's one section that's just a piece of rope, a small rope tied to the broken lifeline, which is not going to stop. If Barry falls against it, it's not going to stop him. He's going to go down.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually a pretty urgent thing.
I'm just fucking really excited to sail solo sail Dagon.
She's doable. Especially with an autopilot.
Mhm.
Yeah, but even just having a
You're just
wheel
running
drive
back
at
and
the
forth
tiller.
a bunch.
I just love solo travel,
meanders.
and I feel like
Yeah.
solo
Yeah.
sailing is like the yoga
Ultimate,
version of that,
yeah.
Yeah.
where you're
Yeah.
like
You're just
You're-
slow. You have to be
you
slow
have to be
cautious.
so in the moment.
Yeah.
In a way, I mean, like to some extent, if you're going to be sailing offshore, doing like big trips, like at a certain point, it does become somewhat monotonous, just because you're like
That's the
at
meditation
you
part,
set the
yeah, I
sails
love
and then
that
you're
part.
done.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you find the opportunity to have patience, to have space, to have like
Think
void.
about forethought. Those
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
But like, be in the present moment, be in the middle of the ocean wherever you're sailing, and just know that you're
Also-
all safe and set.
36 people are watching currently, and like a lot of people have come in and out, and I just want to say thank you guys for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank
That's like
you,
actually
36
really
people.
nice. If there was 30 people in here, that would be fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So-
Hard tack. Yeah.
That'd be a
definitely.
fucking party. That'd be like a proper shop party. So, in the summer, we want to host Beer Fridays at our workshop. So, if you're ever on Gabriola on a Friday and it's in the summer and we're around, like, you're always welcome to come have a beer with us in our little rat shop. Rat shop.
Rat
The rat shop. Whoa, whoa,
Whose
whoa.
turn is it?
Whoa, whoa.
I don't know.
I think
the
it's
dice
yours.
It's
is.
been a while.
Maybe it's me because I was smoking. 9.
9.
Oh, 9. That's a good one.
Anybody else?
Don't mention the
need
war.
some,
I'm kidding. Yeah, I'd love some.
Haley, you haven't tried this yet, have you?
No,
9.
Come on, give us,
9.
Give us a splash then.
just a kiss. Just a wee kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, that's just some
Thank
wood
you.
for Simon.
Oh,
That's
so
actually
woody.
good.
9 is the good. Good
That's the one
number.
that hasn't been rolled yet this whole round, has it?
Probably
That's the
not.
first time 9's come up. It's supposed to be common too.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
I am not really doing
You're
much.
hitting weird resources.
I don't have any sheep, but right now I have 2. What should I do? Can someone tell me what to do?
You should shoot for a
A
city because you're so close.
I could build another settlement, then I'd
You
be.
have 2 to 1, but it's wheat. You don't have
If I had another settlement, I would have the most settlements points.
Yeah.
Anyone got a brick that they want to do like?
I got a brick. What do you need?
Well, actually, I need a brick and I need a hay, but I could trade you 3 cards. These 3 cards for a brick and a hay.
Good deal.
Hardtack is asking if we know the Magic Carpet peeps. As it turns out, I've actually hosted Magic Carpet peeps aboard my old dog.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
really
think
nice.
it was while I had the false floor,
Oh no.
just before it fell into the water,
Yeah.
or just after. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Also, the most influential sailing vessel they've been on.
Like, yeah, so while we were there,
Absolutely.
they were like looking at like, oh, you know, should we consider getting something in the Pacific Northwest? Like, what kinds of styles of boats? So they were really keen on us like cruising around, you know,
Yeah.
to all the marinas and to just checking it out. And I just couldn't believe that, like, I think Aladino and I were cooking, and then Maya's sitting there like playing her fiddle, and it was like a cold snap like it is now, but there was like a foot of snow outside
Oh,
and
wow.
howling, and like I had this tiny $50 pot stove roaring away trying to keep that space warm. There's no front wall on my boat at all,
Jesus.
so it's just tarps keeping it off, and yeah, it was just wild. And we're sitting there like cooking food on some sheets of plywood,
Yeah.
like floating on the ocean in a storm. Yeah, they're
I think
sturdy
I remember
bunch.
their episode coming to visit you.
I also remember, like, so Maya, this is when I got the windows first delivered. I just remember like Aladino like handling the windows like shirtless down on the beach. And Maya's just sitting back there like, sup? Just like, oh, easy there, Maya. Like,
Yeah.
take it slow. All right, let's go.
I've met Maya. She's come aboard Dagon. And have not met Aladino yet.
Oh my god,
But we're hoping to do a trip on TC
they're great. They're
with
so
them
great.
this winter while they're working on Magic Carpet 2. So fingers crossed we can make that happen.
Yeah, we've
Uh,
been trying to make plans to see them, but we all are busy with
We're
boats.
so busy,
And
yeah.
now we're not in Vancouver anymore. It's a lot more difficult, but they seem lovely. And I mean,
Yeah.
I think we'd all have a great time. So
Yeah, I've learned a lot of good YouTube tips from Maya.
yeah, their
actually.
show is great. So
Yeah. You rolled?
I couldn't get
You
any
can't
resources,
turn, can
so
ya?
I'm just gonna hang out.
Okay.
I guess.
Simeon.
Merci.
Six.
Nice.
That's a
Bricked
three.
up.
Are you bricked up?
Double.
I'm taking.
One brick for me. Two bricks for
Haley.
the main squeeze.
Cool.
Bricked up. My God, I'm bricked up. Okay. Okay, has anybody got some wheat they'd like to trade me?
None.
I kind of
None
need
at
my
all.
weight.
Nope.
Wow,
Alright.
that sans sheep.
I'm gonna go buy some wheat.
Just one. Yeah.
1 wheat, please. Oh, yeah, 1 wheat.
Somebody commented something about Barry. Something
Oh,
weird about
Bad
Barry.
Pirate wants me to give you another glass because Haley took yours.
Sharesies.
We share plates, and normally we just eat out of the pots. So we like family style meals because it saves on dishes.
She
So
usually just drinks out of my belly button.
That's so cute. I love it.
It's normal.
it's a big belly button.
It's very small
That's-
slurps.
Yeah.
I'm a slow drinker, so
Yeah, so this, I'm just gonna buy a settlement, I guess. Just hold
That's
on.
a good move.
wow, way to flex.
I've got nowhere to put it, so I'm gonna hold on to it.
You can put one there.
Oh, can I?
Yeah,
Okay, well, there you go.
absolutely.
There you go.
Literally
4
our
settlements.
choice.
That's 4 points.
Wow, someone has 4 points.
Wow, 4 points.
You actually have 6 points because you have the largest
No,
hand.
he doesn't have that. It's just sitting there.
Oh, wow.
You done there?
Yeah. Done there, big boy.
Wow.
It's
Wow,
destructive.
just fucking ruined.
Well,
Right, man.
fucking
Right.
finally,
Well,
bro.
Jesus
I'm
Where was
Christ.
this?
Oh
Was
my
this
God.
here?
12?
Was it
points.
there?
Is there a 12?
I'm taking those 3 wheats because that
How does
I
that
feel
work?
like I've
What do you do
earned
when
it.
you get
There's
12?
a 12.
Oh, what the?
Yes.
God
That's
damn.
all
Was that where your building was? It got decimated.
You got Weetabixed.
fucking finally, bro.
Bixed. Would you trade? Is there anything that you need absolutely?
Not
Haley?
really anymore.
He's here to
No.
fulfill your
Bro.
your desires.
Desires or needs? No. You don't
She
have
definitely
money
doesn't
to
need
do
3 weeks.
I will
to
actually
just
take if you gave me $10 real cash, I would give you like whatever.
Whoa.
Like bro, any of this. Like you could have as much as you wanted, just $10 though.
It's hard to make
Goddamn,
moves
I actually
sometimes.
thought that
You
more.
get in there.
You're like, yes.
Shit.
Oh,
There you
welcome back.
Oh, sorry about that. A little bit internet.
Yeah, look, I'm seeing the lag right now.
cool. Back on it.
Are you gonna play?
I'm gonna steal from Nathan.
Darwin's asking how we all got started sailing, and we've already answered that earlier in the chat. But
There's two.
I
basically,
yeeted it over there. It's for. Oh, sorry about it.
basically,
Two by
Haley's just getting started. I made some mistakes. You made some mistakes.
We've all made some mistakes.
You made some mistakes. We all made mistakes,
All right, that's my turn.
and we've ended up in some colorful places because of it.
And now we've learned how to not make those same mistakes.
5.
But we'll make new and different mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's always more mistakes to be made.
2 sheep for red.
For
So-
Nathan, that's for you, because I rolled a 5, and then Barry's blue, and he gets trees, 3 trees.
Haley, can you answer this question about?
What is the question?
They're asking about if you're gonna add electricity or a wood stove to your boat.
So we already have a wood stove. That's our primary source of heat. Or our only source of heat when we're on the mooring ball or on the hook, as us old salts like to say, right? So we already have that. It's solid. We're not going to change it. We actually just cleaned the chimney yesterday after hassling.
Chim.
It was on the list for like 3 weeks, and I finally got there to do it. It took 2 seconds, of course. And then electricity. Yes, we would be like to be an electrified vessel.
Do you think you guys gonna upgrade your wood stove anytime?
I don't think so, because if we install a diesel heater like
fucking
we're already
roast
planning
right
to,
there.
between the 2 of those, I think that'll be
What's it?
ample. It's a great stove.
Okay,
Yeah.
because like I think I have
And
a
I
bad
think-
experience of it because the only day that I was really relying on it was just the other day where it was like our coldest snap yet,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, it's pretty cold. In
I
this
mean,
boat.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
putting a larger wood stove in there simply because it already gets really roasty in that little corner, and
Right.
there is copper sheeting around it. But if we made it larger, we'd have to expand that, and it already encroaches on the small amount of clothing hangers that we have,
right.
and it is in like a primary walk space between the head and the Weber. So
The good thing is that their boat has what's called ceiling planking, so the whole inside of the boat is disconnected through an air layer barrier between the outside hull and the inside ceiling planking. So they actually retain quite a lot of heat in their boat.
yeah, it's very well insulated, and I'm not going to be
Dagon
complaining
needs some of
about
that
it.
ceiling
Yeah.
planking, huh?
Anybody want
Exactly.
to trade me like anything for a mountain?
A mountain.
Or
You
For
have a
the
mountain.
ore. No, I want an
You
ore.
want an ore.
Yeah.
Do you have any wood?
Yeah, I could do
Wood?
a
Or
wood.
an ore?
Do you want to do 1 and 1?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These
Fuck yeah.
favorable deals that she's getting. Like I'm trading.
I don't know what happened.
Wanderer.
You tell me, bro.
Last
don't know why
times.
the internet keeps dropping out like that. Sorry about it.
Wanderer. They're talking about
the
perihelion.
original perihelion.
Oh.
So apparently there was more than one Wanderer in the movie.
Yeah.
There was a series of 3, I think,
3,
and but
right.
1 was only used for the.
Fun fact: the boat Wanderer in
Okay, I'm done. my
in
turn.
Captain Ron was actually named after Sterling Hayden's boat. And Sterling Hayden is a really cool historical figure. He's a famous actor and a really important sailor. And he wrote a really cool book called The Wanderer. And chapter 5, the beginning of chapter 5,
So one
is
wood
like
for me,
the most
please.
critical bit of reading I've ever done.
This one for
Yeah.
me.
I'm gonna go outside for a
Wood
little
for you.
smoke break. So I'll be right back.
The one of the Wanderers
Do you want me to
is
just take your
actually
turn?
there's a
Yeah,
YouTube
go for
channel. I feel
Wanna
like
build anything? I'll just card it.
I'll leave it in the
Sure.
comments after this stream, but there is a YouTube channel and it's literally hosted by the child of the new owner of one of the Wanderer boats, and the child is like
Well, that's
I want to say like 8 or 9 years old, and he is
Wow.
filming like just.
Oh yeah, I
do you remember
seeing
that? Like
Yeah,
it was
really
so
cute.
fucking cute.
That,
like it
that
was
kid's
so
gonna
much
turn
fun
out
to
to be a
watch.
cool guy.
I'm like, man, that's gonna turn into such a great channel if the kid keeps up to it. Like it's so much fun. So yeah, they did some emergency stuff as a lot of YouTube channels start out where they buy a boat and they like do emergency stuff to get it back to
Nathan, is it your turn?
some form of
is.
functionality. So that's been fun.
Wow, that
Wow.
was
Jesus Christ,
I
Nathan.
just dropped them. I'm not
Well,
fucking
go
doing it.
dig
Bro,
for it now.
why
It's
are
now
you
it's
like
down there.
this? What?
You've
We
ruined
should-
Christmas.
We
It's
should
in
just
number
used
1.
it. Can we just put it in a red solo cup and just shake the cup?
Crins,
Number one.
yeah,
It was
in a
7.
cup
Oh,
of
you
it,
got a
seven.
And also one of my
Yeah.
rows are passe all over the place.
6, nice.
Does that mean I get to steal from both of you?
No, it means you can pick between us. So Barry has
It's-
a lot of.
I'm
Oh,
gonna steal from you.
yeah, hell yeah.
Are you looking at Barry's cards?
Well, yeah, I'm his official turn taker. I'm gonna do some bad
This is
deals.
bullshit.
It's gonna do some bad deals here.
Bullshit.
Hey, anybody want to
Wait,
cards for
before
free?
you go,
Yeah.
I'm gonna build a road.
Yeah, do it, man. Do it.
The bank can take this, and then I'm gonna build my road right over.
Whitney Lake wants to know what I would charge her to make some sales. And the truth of the matter is I don't make sales. I repair sales here in this shop. We're a small local shop. I just don't have the facilities to make sales from scratch. Unless it's like a dingy sale, I just can't do it. So, sorry, but I would suggest Precision. They're local and they will ship internationally, and they're fairly affordable. So, plus they let you customize the hell out of your sales, which is nice.
Yeah, Barry, it's your role.
Barry, your turn.
Oh, my roll. 25.
Is this? What are these cards?
Those are my resources.
Oh, that's the bank.
What is
That's
this?
the bank.
Oh, that's for the bank.
Do the details. Go. Oh, welcome back to my life. 6.
Another 6.
That's a wheat for me, and there's another 6 somewhere right there.
Under the thief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no
What
one
does that
collects.
matter?
No one collects. Uncollectible.
Okay.
Oh, that's-
James wants to know if we've ever met Garrett and Ruth from Salt and Tar.
Only you have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I just feel like you know everyone I know.
No, I haven't. I never.
Right. I met Garrett and
don't-
Ruth. I got to did a motorcycle trip down to Los Angeles and stopped by at Garrett and Ruth's in Napa Valley when they were hauled out a long time ago, and got to like sand out some screw bung things, and that was ate tacos behind their boat, which I think is a fairly normal Garrett and Ruth experience.
Huh.
Had a lot of fun, and they let us stay in their boat on the way back. So I think actually they had just
Love
put a
it.
piece of foam in their boat, and we might be we're definitely the first
Nice.
guest that slept aboard
Sweet.
that boat. But yeah, I don't know, it was cool. It was I was very excited to know that despite Garrett and Ruth being ridiculously good looking and fantastic sailors and super world travelers, that I was still taller than Garrett, and that's all that mattered to me in that moment.
Cool.
Like,
Um,
that's all I had.
They
I
actually
had to
have.
hold on to it.
They have an episode of when Simon comes down to visit, and it's like all Ruth can talk about is like, man, he is very tall. And every time they cut to like Garrett and Simon's like,
Yeah, I'm like, yes, I got something, baby.
not that he's
They're amazing. That's what I mean. It's like they're so freaking great.
he's not
And it's
necessarily
just, like,
short. Simon is just that tall.
but also like, yeah, they're just
You get one,
awesome at what
and Nathan
they
gets
do, and I'm just so impressed by
Ooh.
everything that they've accomplished and what they do. So
Yeah,
stoked
they're-
on it all,
They're
but
killing it.
I'm especially stoked that I'm taller than
whose
Garrett.
turn is it?
Who rolled? Simon? You? Who did the 8? You?
You did.
You?
You
I
did.
certainly did.
You-
I swear you did.
I swear I didn't.
Then,
Who just went? You guys, you were paying attention. Shit.
What's that? Another beer time?
I
Oh,
swear.
who's
right.
rolling? No, it's done.
Catan.
No,
Passed.
it's past that.
Pour
Okay.
Barry a drink.
Comment who just went, you guys, because we are confused now.
Yeah, please comment. We'll
I
just sit
swear it
around.
was Simon.
Let's answer another question for the bucket while
Let's
we
figure
wait
out a
for
bucket
the
questions.
Haley disregarded all of them.
Okay.
They were kind of boring questions.
Why Gabriola? Gabriola, what brought all of us to Gabriola? What brought you here?
I bought a boat sight unseen off of Craigslist,
Me. Brought him here.
and then I brought him here.
Yeah, so it's all Simon brought us all here.
And it's
So
my fault.
Old Dog brought us all here.
I don't think it's a better island than any of the Gulf Islands, but it is unique, just like all the other Gulf Islands. The particular spice of this island, which makes it kind of fun for us old sailors, is every single person on this island owns a boat.
Yeah, it's a very boaty
Most of them
island.
are in their front yard on blocks. So when you drive around, every house is different. There's no such thing as cookie cutter housing, and each house tends to have a boat in the front yard.
Yep.
They're all folks who. This is the first place I ever lived where I told them about my 2 years of living in a van, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I did that."
Nathan, your role.
Everyone has said, "Oh yeah, I did that," And like, I would have to, no one could understand in Ottawa, where I came from, that I wanted to spend 2 years of my life like traveling around in a van. It just seemed
And a sheep.
completely unnatural.
Oh, 2 sheep.
Here
for
it's
Simon.
super normal.
What makes for good crew or bad crew? As someone who has worked on commercial vessels,
Just give us a
what do
one
you
up
want?
and one down.
Wood.
Would one up, one down. What good, bad?
Good, bad.
What makes for a good crew member? Good positive vibes. That's just you can go anywhere in the
Damn
world.
it. That's what I was gonna do.
And bad crew is just like if someone walks in the room and the energy is zapped instantly and you like everyone stops talking and like
People who are
that's
jerks.
yeah just jerks dickheads.
Bad vibes.
Yeah,
Good
that's
vibes. Bad vibes.
you can go anywhere in the world with someone who just lights up the room, especially if they can sail.
Hmm.
So that's kind of secondary, really. Good vibes above all else.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I think mainly understanding conflict resolution. Like if you can't fucking get past a conflict, sorry, I swore. If you can't get past the conflict, then it's going to be really hard to deal with either important maneuvers or important jobs, but just as much the maintenance of the vibe of kind of the
Nathan, do you have
sailing
any-
boat.
Any actions you can take?
Nope.
Okay, my turn.
So for me, I've said it's you got to have a million plan Bs and no schedule makes you a good traveler, and I like to have good travelers on board. So if you're someone who can roll with it and has ideas as to what we can do
yeah.
depending on what
They
is
can
happening,
augment and improve where you are.
right? It's
Yeah.
like it's the yes anding of
Yeah.
adventure
that.
traveling. I like that a lot. So for me, I keep like a map and I update it with new information and ideas, and I catalog all that stuff, and it helps me roll with the punches no matter where in the world I am. Bad crew is somebody who is anxious and makes it other people's problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a person who is high strung, no fault on you. It happens to all kinds of folks. But yeah, it's just you can't like I've seen that anxious energy spread across an entire crew on a boat, and
Oh yeah.
dumb
What do you-
decisions come
sheep.
from that.
Hey?
Very silly
Sheep,
thoughts.
hey?
Yeah.
Would you be?
My thing would
you
be
want a
someone
road
who
for a sheep?
expects everyone else
Yeah.
to take care of them
Done.
the whole time, who is
I
not
like the
contributing
bundle where they're already a
to like
resort. They're already
either
kind.
the
That
daily
makes it
cleaning,
fucking
maintenance, or food prep. Because like at the end of the day, you're all out there together doing the same thing. Like you're not anyone's.
buying a settlement.
Another big one is decisiveness. I feel like decisiveness is a good quality in people who are coming with you on a boat. If they can make a call without necessarily having
Does
to
that have
get
something for
100%.
crew?
Yeah, I mean, I would say
Yeah.
with crew, if you
Even for
can
crew?
be decisive,
If you
and-
can go to sleep and know that someone else is going to make a good move while you're asleep, and like,
Oh, right, okay.
But on top of that as well, like I think one of the most difficult things people get faced with is that when you don't know what to do, a lot of people have a tendency to freeze and to do nothing. When in truth, it's actually better to use your gut and think about what makes the most sense to do in that situation.
or
Right.
bare minimum, be decisive enough to wake somebody up to ask for advice.
Or to go up as quick as you
That's
can
my
to
turn.
ask somebody and confirm to them what it is that you should be doing at that moment.
Also, did
Or like
you guys
having that.
did you guys know there is a Seafarers and Pirates expansion to this game, and we do not have it
You
currently.
should check out the catalog. The stuff they have in there is insane.
But my birthday's coming up at the end of March, so if anyone
Oh yeah, if
remembers,
anyone
that's
wants
what I
to
want.
send
I
us.
was talking to you
Oh
for my birthday. Can we have that?
yeah.
Oh no, this got wet. It's my turn. Yeah, I want this Pirates and Seafarers one, or the expansion. 11.
Any questions there, Simon?
Evan's got a statement about our last question, which I think is I'm agreeing with him on this. As for crew, I hated having know-it-alls on board.
Oh,
Then
Red?
Tub turned out
Or-
that they know nothing.
Red.
I once sailed, well, the first time I went out sailing, honestly, maybe second time. Anyway, was on that catamaran in San Francisco Bay, and there were 7 charter captains on board.
Oh, no.
Lord.
And there was one woman, the 8th captain, who had sailed the South Antarctic, who had done all this other sailing, who's like, I think she was in her 60s
Does
at the time,
anyone
right?
have
And so these
a
7
ton of
guys are like talking over each
Anybody
other the
want-
whole time.
like that? Does anyone want need wood for brick or
for
hay?
brick, I'll
Or
take you up a brick.
yeah, I'll do
I'm
brick.
good.
Done.
Oh, I
But
meant like I'll
two.
do two. Yeah.
She would just like, they would be all arguing about how to arrange this or how to arrange that. And she would say something just in regular speaking voice, like very quietly. And I was sitting next to her and I was like, no one heard you. And I would just watch all 7 heads turn and look at her and be like, okay, and just go and do it. And it was like the power that she commanded on board was just
Amazing.
amazing, right? And it was like, oh my God, like that's what. So I asked her what was her most intense sailing experience, and she said 6 days at 60.
Yeah.
Simon, do you need?
In
Yep.
the South Pacific, she did 6 days at 60 knots.
At 40 to 50
I do
knots.
not. No, I don't have
Do you
anything
have
for
any
you.
brick?
No, I'm sorry.
Simon
Oh.
Fox did, I think, a week of 70 knots off Tasmania.
7 days to 70. Stepping it up.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
yeah, he was bare poles. He said
Yeah,
they,
no.
they were
You're
Sorry.
sailing with
Bare
bare
pulled,
poles.
heeled over
Yeah.
all the way.
and they'd do a full
Yeah.
knockdown. He'd be sleeping on his bunk. He'd fall 15 feet to the other side of the boat, and he'd just pack everyone in the boat, run up and look, and make sure the guy who was at the helm is still at the helm, and then they just go back to bed.
Like it's like if he's not at the helm, he's dead. So
Yep.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
10. All right, so I get 2 brick,
I mean, I still remember just
and then
sailing
you get 2 stone.
2 days, 3 days, sailing 3 days at
No.
60.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know what's going on. So.
Oh,
I did.
You know what's
I've
going
only done like
No, I
10
do.
minutes
I
at 70.
woke up finally.
you
Not
know it.
good. I did, maybe 10 days at 60. It was manageable on Gringo though.
It's the irony is you pass 70 and like get past the 70 kind of range, and then you're actually in the peninsula or
Yeah.
you're in the Antarctic
Yeah.
continent, so you're kind of okay.
How do you manage
Draw.
internet connectivity at sea, aka at a mooring, or while cruising?
Very true.
How do we do this?
Nathan, are you playing any cards? Or
No.
For me, all we're relying on is our data on our cell phones. So Haley and I have 100 gigs each. So that's all we got. And then we come ashore for Simon's Wi-Fi, which he has, Starlink, which really makes a big difference.
Yeah, I pay an arm and a leg for Starlink, but I think it's a great option for coastal cruisers. We'll see if they continue to allow folks to just roll around with the regular roaming package sailing.
Yeah.
It's a big question because the sailing package is kind of like
Or planes.
calibrated for yachties.
Too.
Yeah.
It's like $600 or
And Nathan
$700
does
a
the
month or
more.
something crazy like that, but it makes
you get
sense for
3,
yachties.
don't you?
It doesn't make sense
I get
for the average
3.
sailor. But they seem to be just allowing folks for now to just use that roaming package, which is like kind of like an RVers package, which is still almost $200 a month.
Where does he get the 3 wood?
Um,
Oh, there you go. Cool.
But yeah, that's what I've got. I've got a Gen 1 Starlink dish. And the interesting thing about it is it's not moving around anymore. Have you noticed that?
Got bricks.
The dish is locked steady. Like it doesn't do, like when I first got it, it rotated like crazy. It burned up a lot of power moving around. Now it just sits put. And it's because they put
He's
so
got
many
so many,
satellites
yeah.
in orbit that it doesn't need to anymore.
Anyone
So,
got brick they're wanting to trade? Haley's got
oh, I got some brick for you.
Do you like want wood or do you want a wood and an ore?
I mean, both of them I kind of want, but what I really want is wheat.
I only have 1 wheat and I kind of want to keep it. Or actually, no, I give you that wheat.
Yeah, for brick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, bold.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Good
the
to know
good
that one.
ratio.
Anybody want to give me wheat for wood? I'll give you a 2 to 1. You got 3,
Yeah, I'll
Wait,
take
you
2 to
want
1.
wood?
probably. Or I mean,
You want a wheat 2 to 1?
Hmm.
I'm just
Huh.
strategizing here.
I feel like they're making favorable deals.
What is the audiobook I mentioned? I got that comment a lot. I mentioned
in one video.
my second to last video, the first TC video.
Okay.
Haley and I were crossing the Strait of Georgia, and we spent the whole time listening to Jean de Sud and the Magic Bird. Magic is spelled Majyk, and Bird is spelled Byrd. Magic Bird. Jean de Sud and the Magic Bird. It was written by Yves Gelineau. He's the man who created the Cape Horn wind vane. He sailed around the world. He's an incredible sailor. There's also a CBC movie about him called Jean de Sud Around the World.
Noted Quebec nationalist.
Yeah, yeah. And he,
Okay.
yeah, the audiobook is available on. You listen to it on Spotify, and it's through Sailing Stories, which is Andy Shell's podcast associated with 59 North. Yeah, and Yves Gelano actually reads the whole audiobook out himself, which is quite delightful to listen to.
Oh,
He's got a
sad.
very calm, constant voice, and the things he says I thought were delightful, and I really, really liked the philosophy of the magic bird. It really rang true for everything we were doing with Thunderchild and Dagon and everything,
I'd
all of
like
it.
from Haley.
This is one for mostly just for you and I. I don't know what your boat was like. That you were on Ocean Tramp. I was on Gringo. How did you stay warm aboard Ocean Tramp when you were sailing in the South Pacific? So we both sailed quite far south. Him further south than I did. I got to 80 miles from Cape Horn. He got past Cape Horn down to Antarctica.
So we were lucky. We had diesel heaters,
Ugh.
2 diesel heaters on board the boat. One was actually just in a locker to warm and dry our clothes.
Oh, smart.
So that was a big aspect. It also ran through handrails that went along the main section of the boat leading up to the forecastle where we
Oh,
were
that's
sleeping.
so cool.
So you could leave socks or gloves
So you-
or
if
things
you went to
over the
bed, you were
handrail.
warm.
You were warm.
Yeah,
You were always
so
warm.
for me on Gringo, it was he had 2 heating systems aboard.
Can I take any parts or?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
There was no heating. There was 2 heating systems on Gringo, but none of them worked. So we were in an aluminum boat
Oh.
in 6 degrees day and night, and there was no opportunity to warm up. You'd do your 3-hour shift. You'd be freezing cold after your 3 hours at
Development
night.
card, please.
And then there was nothing to warm you up. So I just boiled water and put it in my water bottle and then went to sleep with that. And that somehow kept me through it. I had like a very thin sleeping bag. And yeah, it was not comfortable at all. So you have much better South Pacific experience than I did. Although Ocean Tramp
Ocean
is-
Tramp.
Ocean Tramp was designed for passengers. She was
Yeah,
designed
exactly.
as a charter boat, so she was. If you were paying the amount of money that it was required to be a passenger on board that boat, you damn better have some warmth.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Especially going where they're
I'm
going.
gonna play a night card
Oh yeah,
and then
sweet.
steal. Can I put it back in the same spot?
Yeah, you can.
Or I put it here?
You can put it anywhere you want.
Okay, I'm gonna steal 1 card from you.
The 7-card thing doesn't apply because it's not a rolling a night. It's
Right, got it.
Way to be defensive
And
about
that's it for the night card, right?
yeah. And now you have you're 1 step closer to getting the largest
I
army.
play 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I did.
Great. I'll play another night card. I'll move to here and I'll steal 1 from you.
It's getting competitive now.
Great.
It's
There we
kind of
go.
neck and neck. Like we're all kind of doing okay, but no one's doing great.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, cool. That's it for me. So it's you
sweet.
now.
Nathan's
you get to
turn.
roll some dice. I'm getting a technical question from Pastor Will. Is asking why Elon is targeting cruisers so much.
Elon?
There doesn't seem to be that many cruisers
Hold on
that
one
would
second.
negatively affect the Starlink system.
I have a suspicion about this, and I
Okay,
think it's
because I don't have any opinion.
I
on
have a
this, to be honest.
suspicion is that I think he is assuming that people. So I think he's just trying to make a separation between
it.
the mega yachts
Giving me my
that
phone.
have. Oh, I'm sorry. The mega yachts that have Starlink and are getting away cheap, so they have their like boat version, which is very very expensive annually. But that's for mega yachts, and I think ideally, in an ideal world, he's not going to crack down on the mobile van versions like you at sea, because it's just a means of making sure there is an expensive option for the expensive yacht world.
But the problem with that is that, and you and I both know, you're dealing
Nathan,
with
are you going?
Are you done?
rich people with big boats and nice boats that we can't afford.
Okay.
Like
What
they're
do you
not
do?
technologically adept enough to really use that much internet.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the problem. So like at the most they want their Netflix to work.
Yeah.
Like that's it. So
What is this?
it just doesn't make
Settlement.
sense. Like
That's
this
too
hard.
many
Like there's no way to get
I
more
think you
money
gave
from
me an
these
award last
yachties
time too. I just
than
need to
from
give it to you. I'm
regular
pretty sure you
boat
did give me an
people.
award
And in
last time we
fact, some
bought
of the
settlement, and I was
heaviest
confused by
users
it.
for internet access on boats are going to be people like you and I,
Yeah,
and we don't have any money,
you have nowhere to build one.
so it's going to be a hard market to push. And right now it's
Give us
like I
back.
said, like I have a Starlink dish,
You need a road.
but Barry and Haley don't. They'd rather pay for cell phone
you have
service.
to do that at the beginning of your
and-
turn, which
and
you
it's,
can
you
do,
know,
so now you can move
To
them.
get a cheap cell phone plan, it's like what, $50 these days? So either way, you're out of the pocket for $100. I'm paying $200 for my dish, and like you guys paying $50 more each adds up to more data than I use on
Still
Starlink.
better
So whether I went your way
Kind
or
of
my way,
balances
we're
out.
kind of at the same spot already,
But you
and then
rolled an
the cell
8.
phone's a hell of a lot more portable.
Oh, use your night card.
Steal a card.
Are you stealing it from me?
Yes.
All right. Come on, you little thief.
Brick, please. Oh, that's 2.
Neither are bricks, so.
Damn it.
You fail.
Yeah, you're in a tight spot.
Okay, wait. I don't need ore,
Wait, you
right?
can
I
You're
hope
you're
that
down
somebody
3-1
more
for wood.
useful than Elon is running Elon's company of Starlink. I'll be honest with you, because I am, as a customer,
There you go. Now you
worried about a guy who makes decisions based on tweets. Especially because it's one of my main connections to the internet. Like, I want it to be consistent and I want it to be reliable,
Oh, that was you.
and I don't want it to
Shit.
change
You
too
still
much
can't
too
build.
quickly,
too close to
unless
that.
it's getting slightly better.
You'll have to
That's
build
all I
another
want,
road
just
because
slightly
that was
better.
Too close.
Oh, it has to be.
2 away from about any building.
So if I do this, can I?
No.
I know you're in a tight spot.
You fucked me over, bro.
And you did
fuck.
the 3 space there, which kind of fucked you over a bit too.
Yeah, I know.
You buying a road right now?
He
I
just
did.
did. You might have to buy another one.
Why don't you move your road over there and try and connect with that? And then you have
This?
a longer road, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, dude,
you can
play,
put
buy a road there.
Yeah, you have a whole
Yeah.
new
Can I place a road in the middle and like
No, you,
not connected?
dude.
from-
No, you have to be connected.
Oh,
Place
yeah.
it there and build here.
Yeah.
There you go. Now we figured it out for you. So
Okay.
Yeah.
you got your resources for the next.
He's not good
settlement?
counterer.
Give us your settlement resources.
I don't have the brick
Oh.
for the certificate.
Oh, you
not
paid
yet.
for the road, so that's fine.
It's straight
Okay,
brick.
Marion,
Okay.
It's your turn.
Okay.
I ain't bricked up.
Bricked up.
Oh, 10, that's good.
10. 2 or.
That's
There's
it.
only one 10. Hey, dang. Okay. Wow, I'm 4'd up.
No ore.
Whoa. Holy. Whoa. What do I need? I have nowhere to build, so I can build a settlement. So I could go. I have 2 wood to 1. Oh, that's delightful. So I
You
need.
don't. Oh, yeah, you do. Sorry.
I need a sheep. So I got a sheep. I need a wheat, and I need a brick.
Whitney Lake asks there should be more rounds of Simon Says, and I will just say, Whitney, that only happens in the bedroom. Thank you very much.
And a wood.
You're very welcome.
Wow.
I'd like to purchase.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Bless
sorry.
every person named
I'm
Simon.
sorry, Haley. Would you like some more beer?
Oh, there's still some.
I would like some more beer.
There you go, Barry. Well, you know where your communal cup is.
Are you done?
Yeah, that's my turn. Woo. Any other questions?
Oh, we're hitting up the questions. Okay, here we go. You asked, and here they are.
Ask
Seth
and you
Dora
shall
wants to
receive.
know, have you all ever played Forbidden Island before?
No. What's
I think
Forbidden
my
Island?
sister has that. Here, Nathan.
Is it a board game or video game?
Oh, that's for you.
Thank you.
Okay, I got
Forbidden
some
Island.
stuff here.
Yeah.
Ring bell.
Sorry, Simon. At least he's got long arms.
I'm not done yet.
No, I know. Just holding them. Getting my good
Gotta
wuju
know
into
when to
them.
hold them.
Just like to hold them, tickle them.
I
Take
couldn't
a
build
little
here,
bit.
right?
No, too close to that building.
Wow, what a jerk,
Wait.
Nathan. You wasted everyone's time with that piece. Wasting everyone's time.
The board changes each time you play.
Oh yeah.
Tune it.
No, it doesn't. Not for
On-
beginner stuff.
On Settlers.
No, on
Oh.
Forbidden
the
Island.
Forbidden Island game.
Does anybody want to trade a brick for something?
I don't have
Trade for a brick or
Or
trade
I
a
want
brick?
a brick.
You want a brick?
What do you want?
You want bricked up?
I want brick.
Oh,
Can I trade you for a wheat?
no, because that kind of negates the whole point of this. I have like a lot of ore, but I think so does everyone else. Or I would take a wheat for if anyone wants wood
I got none of that.
or a sheep.
I'll take a sheep. I'll give you a sheep for a wood.
I have a sheep and I want a wheat. Do you have any wheat?
I do, but it's valuable.
I
Everyone's
know.
getting strategic.
That's that gold.
We're all
Yeah.
thinking too much.
The high numbers haven't really got rolled a lot.
No.
So
Jeff Voigt wants to know who grooms
what is
our beards.
so? Does anyone have?
So, Haley, who
Brick?
grooms your beard?
It's natural. I just leave it natural.
That's nice.
Nobody has a
grooms my
brick.
beard?
Nobody has a brick at all.
Up
or wheat?
my dog.
Yeah, it shows. Don't worry.
What do you want?
I want a
Barry's
brick
got the
for
only
wheat.
good beard
all
between
the
a lot
all
of
the
us. Look at
flavor
that thing.
saver.
What
Uh,
the fuck is that?
I just cut mine myself.
Okay, Simon, it's your turn.
All right, wicked. 9.
9.
So that's 1 wood for me
One
and
wheat for
1
Haley.
wheat for Haley.
Oh, but it's a thief.
You got your wheat?
Cool. And I will run a development card on this, please.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
My turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is. 11.
11.
That's a good one
Ooh.
for trees for me.
Sheepy.
Oh, I got a shib. Got your sheep.
Got my shib. No.
Cool.
I will give up 3 of my shebas.
Seth,
Wow.
Seth Dora, the rules of the game
Oh,
are whoever gets to 10 points first wins. We get 1 point for each settlement, 2 points for the villages, points for knights.
And points for road. Longest road. Which I
Longest
currently
road
have.
gets points too. So we're all kind of in the
I got 1,
2/3 of the way through the game right now.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7 points right now.
I'm at 6 points.
I have 5.
I'm 4.
Right. There we go. That's how it breaks down.
Ethan, are you done your turn?
Mhm.
Mary, it's all you.
Woohoo!
Illegal.
Oh,
Shebas.
Travis wants to
Right.
know what kind of trouble you got into there, Barry. Out in the coast.
Oh,
Maybe when you headed out of Portland.
yeah. I was solo sailing and
Thank
I.
Can you do your turn first while you?
Yeah. Did I get any
He's
resources?
a
for
thinker and a talker. Look at
Um,
that.
I ended up, taking on a lot of water, and then my bilge pumps failed, so I had to call the Coast Guard for a rescue, and it was.
Like not just a regular tow me for an hour rescue.
Oh,
It's
it was
like a
it was a 16-hour ordeal, all
Yeah,
said and done.
ridiculous.
And when I got in, they said, if you had not had a legitimate emergency, I would have had to have paid for everything myself, and they said it was $16,000 an hour to have that helicopter in the air, and the Coast Guard boat was also an additional charge, like $3,000 an hour.
Are you done?
No, so that was the trouble I got into, and it was hectic. It was
And the lesson of the story is don't bring Presto logs aboard your sailboat. And Barry,
the one. What do I have on my boat right now?
some fucking
Fucking
Presto logs.
Presto logs.
Jesus Christ,
He
Barry.
loves them too.
I do. They're
It's
good.
honestly, it's because it's the cheapest thing we can buy. It's $5 for a thing of what, 12 of them?
Always
Yeah.
be warm.
So-
Always be sinking. That's what Barry is.
Warm and sinking. That's my MO.
ABS. Always be sinking.
There's only 2 ways for Barry to exist: either sinking or warm.
I'll
Sometimes
take it.
both.
Sometimes both. Depends on what he's sinking in.
Just let that sink
gross.
in.
Just like
Gross.
9.
Okay, so
So jacuzzi
Bad
water.
Pirate wants to know any suggestions for dealing with moisture.
White
Oh,
vinegar,
wood fire.
borax,
Yeah.
diesel heater or wood heater.
Yeah, keep heat going all day long if you can.
I will say that better than heat. Well, not as good as heat, but a close second to heat and more affordable on the electrical bill is just moving air around.
Yeah.
If I've noticed that the scalliest of wags will throw their dinghy on their bow over their forward hatch, prop the hatch open with a batten, and then leave the companionway open, an inch.
Yeah.
Just the airflow from stem to stern will negate 80% of the
Totally,
mold.
it will.
Right there.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to trade me 1 brick for 2 woods?
Yep.
Oh.
I see how it is.
Miscommunication.
See how it is. Couple of woods just meeting in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Hey. A couple of sticks just banging around in the woods. I see how it is.
Does anyone-
Clacking some sticks together.
Fuck it, I'll do
We'll
it.
make some fire. You know what I'm
You
saying?
have two, oh, you have,
Sorry, you want some more beer?
I'm gonna get a settlement.
that's perfect. Oh, too close to the other building. You gotta build a road first. Too close
Oh, fuck.
Very-
You can't live here. Get out of my backyard.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Also, what's going on over here? I just want to know.
Yeah, there's. I
to him.
feel
Oh,
like
did Nathan build that one? When did he build that?
there's a lot of illegal gameplay.
Oh, that-
Also, this shit. There shouldn't have been a road here.
I built that because I can build a road as much
Yeah.
as I want there.
Yeah. Yeah. So what?
Well, if that already
Oh.
happened there, I'm doing
Okay,
this.
fine. We'll allow
Yeah,
it.
get
When did Nathan build that?
a while ago.
I'm sending my
Oh,
2
no.
knights over to
Shush.
your settlement to murder you and pillage your subjects.
That is all.
That is all.
Also, now I have 7 points, which is cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh shit! Really? Oh, Haley's.
12
Whoa.
points.
Now I get
Alright.
4 weed for that.
Oh my god.
Whoa,
Seven.
Haley's storming up into the lead now.
Is there any more 12s? No.
No, that's it for
That's
12.
it for 12.
Who rolled?
No, hold up,
That's
hold up,
Quite
hold
a lot
up.
of weed for me.
Can I grab this card right here?
What is that?
Year of Plenty. I want 2 wheats, please.
Oh, from the bank.
Oh, cool. That's a great card.
Simon using the resources.
Hell yeah, that's a good card to have.
And I will buy a road just to get rid of some cards, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. Why else would you build a road?
You know, for
You can't do
logistics or
anything
whatever.
else. You should really consider building some cities. Or
I
some.
would love to
Yeah.
build some cities, but that's a different arrangement of cards.
Oh, you don't have any wheat, hey?
He's wheat free.
Wheatless.
Damn. Well, I don't know. If
I'm a
you're
real weedy, you know what I mean?
if you are brick rich, which I'm guessing you're not.
I'm bricked up from the bottom up.
Oh, really? Because I have a lot of wheat right now. So.
I'm so bricked.
I'm bricked up because we don't have
Anybody
water.
wants to trade me some minerals for some
I have ore.
sticks?
I have ore.
I want ore.
Minerals
I want
for
ore.
sticks. I need minerals.
Could I trade you 2 sticks for 1 ore?
Yeah.
Grazie.
Look at that.
Nathan, I believe it's
Okay, so I'm gonna go and get 1 city, pretty please.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to the game,
Finally.
Simon.
Oh, brother.
Look who showed up.
Is this
I
the
mean, you
one?
might be
Does
better
the thief
upgrading
card-
him.
I think I'm better.
Can you upgrade one the thief's on?
Yeah, you can. He just prevents resource collection.
Now I'm like 3 ways to. Yeah, that makes sense. I know what I'm doing. I'm smart.
Smart.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is that?
6.
6.
Oh, ho, ho. That's 2 wheat for me,
I'll take
please.
3 brick.
Fuck.
2 wheat. And where's the other 6? Way far away.
I got it. Oh, Simon gets 1 brick.
brick.
Oh, bricked up.
Yeah. Whose turn? Your turn, Nathan?
Yeah. I got nothing.
That's
I'm
stressing out.
done.
That's the beer sitch.
All right, the beer back.
Okay, so it's Barry's turn then?
More beer.
Sure does. 6,
9.
7, 8,
Oh, that's a good
9.
one for me.
That's nothing for me, I don't
It's
think.
2 wheats, and then somebody else has a 9. It's Simon, and he gets 2
2
trees.
wood.
Can you pass that for Simon?
Okay, so I'm gonna go city mode.
Yeah, I get it.
That was lucky.
Guys better bring enough beer to the next live stream.
Brownies have 15 minutes left.
There we
Wow,
go.
it's big city vibes.
Yeah, we're citying it up. What am I
Is
at?
that
I'm
my
at
turn
1,
now?
2,
It's a real metropolis down
3,
here.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hmm.
Ooh, 1 more point and I win.
Wow.
Holy.
Can you pass me the dice, please?
I can indeed. There's one of them. Thank you, Simon.
You're very welcome, sir.
Well, we were donated money so we can bring
4.
beer to the next one.
Who has 4s? 4 there, and
pork here.
If we get
So
brewing, we'll
Simon
have beer
gets-
for your next live stream.
3 sheep.
3 sheep.
2 wheat.
And
Nathan gets a 2
2
wheat.
Yeah.
Wheating it up.
Wow, okay. So I'm gonna just deal with this stuff.
Thanks, Simon. Everybody say thanks to Simon for providing us with beer and
Say it
cooking the food.
out loud.
I brought a
Tacos.
portion of the pork, but really he really brought
He's
the party.
the whole pork, really.
Yeah.
Barry's a real
Got
porker. Everyone's always
Simon
saying
brought the whole pig.
Does anyone want to trade 2 brick for an ore? 2 ores?
2 brick for an ore?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And then I'm gonna use
Who do
my
you guys
2 to
think's gonna
1
win?
trading. So I'm gonna buy 2 ore with that,
Haley's making moves though, honestly.
and then I'm gonna buy another.
Oh god, yeah, she's really making moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's 1 point behind me.
2, 3. Actually,
Yeah.
that's on my city sale, which is unfortunate. I've been stashing cards, so and then I guess I'll build a road because why not?
You coming for the longest road?
I was just
Probably
thinking
not.
about who's got the longest.
That
road.
would fuck me over big time if you got that.
Okay.
Haley's, it doesn't.
done
It
my
has to be a
turn. If you
continuous
get-
run.
If you get 2 more roads,
Where's
you
the
beat
other
him.
I know.
Simon, that's
Sorry.
That's okay.
No, he's way more roads away. They have to be
It's 2.
connected and continuous.
Oh, continuous. I didn't know
It
that.
can't be spurs off or anything.
5. Who's got the 5s?
Barry got the 5s,
Fuck off.
Oh yeah, double brick, baby.
and then there's 2 sheep for Nathan.
Sheeb. Oi!
Hoya.
We got sheeb.
Whose turn is that?
It's Simon's.
It's my turn right now. Does anyone want to trade?
I'm keen on ore, if that's something you have to offer.
No, I do not have that to offer.
Do you have any wood?
I'll take a road, please.
Road to nowhere.
Do you have any wood? Do you need wheat? Wheat is a valuable
big comment.
resource.
Big comment. We'll read that in a second.
Which is a valuable resource.
These days, it's highly commodified.
And
Spice runs. the
Wow, this is
world.
the most cities I've ever
Yeah,
had.
this is a really hectic game.
Alright, that's it for my turn. Okay, I'm going to read the question
Nathan,
now.
it's your turn.
Peter Will wants to know, what was her strategy to act nonchalant and then uninterested in the beginning and then get your guard down and then come back and stomp the shit out of you at the end? Woman!
It was all a play.
It was all a play!
That's
Okay.
why I almost didn't get out of
Which
bed.
after?
Yeah, for this.
I got a
2
5.
sheeps.
I get 2 brick.
No, all in all, sometimes when you
You
feel like
get
crap, you just
2
need to get
sheep.
out of bed. I
Word.
And
think
play
that's maybe the
Catan.
moral of this
Yeah.
story. Because I
Alright,
probably would have just slept
so I'm
through
gonna
this
play-
entirely.
Get the bank. You have 3 sheepies.
Yep.
Get 1 wood.
Couple of
Absolutely.
sheep shag in the woods, what happens?
So I'm gonna build 1 road.
More fucking sheep.
Somebody needs to roll a 7 right now.
Yeah, no kidding. We're all really.
I was very afraid
It's
of
usually
that.
the most common number to roll, but it's been really sparse.
So 1 road, which is gonna get me 2 here.
Nice.
And then I want to build a settlement, which is brick
We'll
or
allow it because
No,
we're allowing
or-
it.
Wood,
we actually
brick,
allowing it?
wheat, sheep.
oh, away from your city.
No, it's wood. It's not ore. You keep giving me ore, but bro, it's only 4 cards.
I know it's 4 cards, but,
Okay.
But,
I
like-
can't build the settlement there
No,
apparently because the city's
unfortunately.
there.
We allowed it once because somehow it was allowed
It
here.
wasn't, you already got your free play in there, so
Oh, we're not. Oh,
Okay.
oh, Haley says no.
All right.
Haley
Well,
is
I'm
the
still
bank
building
and
a
the bank
fucking
says
settlement.
no.
Where though?
yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Too
you build,
close
can
to
you
your
build
builder.
it there?
You
Okay,
can
you
build
can
there.
totally build it
You can
there.
build one there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Gets me an extra point, victory point, and I get
Mhm.
potential more
Yeah.
value.
Seth
You're out of
Doris says
settlements,
that's how.
aren't you?
Haley, are you a good pool player?
Yeah, you got to city up. You can't
I'm
build more
cocky at
settlements.
pool, but I wouldn't
Huh?
say good at it.
Hockey, so that's the opposite. So Doris says
I'm
that's how you
confident.
hustle the game of pool. Like you get people to bet down. You're like, I don't care. Whatever it is, game. I don't give a shit.
I'm a very confident pool player, but the skill's not there to back it up.
See, that's what you
5,
want everyone to
2
believe.
sheep
Yeah.
for Nathan.
Alright.
That's what they say.
I see. It's a long con.
I mean, I'm better than some of my
We're
girlfriends.
nowhere
but that's
near a
pretty
pool
low
table
bar.
right now. Hey, can we set up the dartboard and do a dart one for?
Oh,
Yeah,
darts.
That's what I was
hell
thinking.
yeah.
I was thinking we should do that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What gets me the victory is a settlement,
You can't build
but I
settlement,
need
though.
roads.
Yeah, you actually can't really. You have to build 2 roads somewhere, so you need roads.
Down there,
Or you build a
basically, is
road
the only
there.
sure shot.
I can go road, and then I can go
Roads.
bing, bong.
You actually only need 1 there,
No, I need 2. Oh, you're right. I only need 1.
but just build it over. I don't know. You protect your long ass road, or unless you need the resources.
Yeah, I'll hang on to the resource. Good call on that.
Yeah.
Wow,
Obviously.
Haley saving me resources.
Men, am I right?
Some bullshit right now. I'll tell you.
What do I need? I need.
You just need to
do-
set up.
Apparently, we've been streaming for more than 2 hours now.
Hell
Oh,
yeah, I
really?
believe
Whoa.
it.
You need a sheep.
Who's got sheep?
Don't give him a sheep,
I
otherwise
got
he
lots
wins.
of sheep.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you got? What do you got?
Brick?
I
I'll
want.
take a brick for a sheep.
I want all of
One to
it.
He
one.
wants a sheep.
I'll take 1-on-1.
Fuck off! You're gonna let him win like that? You're a real piece of shit. You gotta milk
long
him.
as you don't
What are
get
you
the
fucking
sheep.
him too? Jesus Christ!
Nathan, how dare you?
Nathan, you betrayed this family.
Little
We've
do
all
you know,
lost.
little
The
do
game
you
is
know.
over
That's
now.
how
Little do you
Nathan
know,
got
I have
Dagon.
all the sheep.
That's that was him saying thanks for Dagon.
You're welcome.
Yeah, yeah, I
cocksuckers.
think I just got 10 points. So
So that means
Game
you
over,
don't-
losers.
Final turn?
yeah, one final turn.
I
Well,
don't.
it's
I
done,
can't do
man.
anything. Do I still get to roll?
Yeah.
Some bullshit. Some bullshit.
Got 9, which is really good for me.
We're all pretty close.
Would you have been able to even beat him if you had gotten his
Like physically, emotionally, yes.
physically, emotionally? Yes, but in the game of Catan,
You didn't give me enough of a chance.
We all get 1 more turn, except for Barry. I
Yeah.
have.
well, here's the
Does
chance.
anyone? Would this
There's a
help
chance,
anyone
Simon.
at all? Because I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it
Hey,
helps
help
me. Give
help
me all your
Haley
shit.
win right now because then
That means I can go for social. Congratulations.
Can I get 3 oars? Oh,
Or else not your turn. Well,
Whose
that
turn
was
is it?
fun. It's yours. You
it's
get to
my
go.
channel. I
You
should
get
win,
one
right?
less- you
Isn't
get
that
one
how it
less
goes?
turn.
Bullshit.
It's because that spot is a strategic spot. It's like the best spot. Basically, if you get that spot and you're not an idiot, you're
Or
guaranteed.
so I get 3 more
Guaranteed to win.
sheep.
I got 2
You
oars.
get 1 sheep.
If anyone rolls my things, just
Plus
give them to Nathan.
One
2
sheep plus two
2
wheat.
wheat.
Yeah.
You get 3.
3.
Someone said 3 sheep.
I get 3 sheep.
What else?
He gets 1 sheep. And then he gets 2 wheat. And then you
How
get
hilarious
2
would
wheat
be-
as well.
You would just roll a 7. Have been.
Give you my guys my wheat.
Okay.
Cause now,
You've already won. Yeah.
Now we're fighting for the scraps.
yeah.
Yeah.
To survive.
Do you have any minerals to trade me?
Nope. I was supposed to ask.
Do you have any bricks to trade me?
I got 1 brick.
Okay, I'll trade you a brick for. What do you want? Anything but minerals.
How many roads do you have, Barry?
You guys are tied. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in a row.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, you build 2 different roads.
Mongola.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can't even beat him if I wanted to because it's not in a row.
Yep. Same.
Do you have?
I'm out of oars. Do you have any oars?
No, I don't have any ores.
Yeah. We are what
Do you have
is
bricks?
scientifically called fucked.
Yeah, I know.
Le fuck. Le tabernacle.
Si le go.
C'est le goût.
So we're gonna get
Coolies.
demonetized hard.
Okay,
in Quebec,
brick.
it's
You
fine.
got some brick? Come on, give me some brick, bro.
I'll give you some brick.
Brick me up. What do you
I
want?
You have no oars? You have any wood?
Wood. Yeah, here's two sticky boys.
Oh, some sticks.
Sticks. All right, so I'm gonna buy 1 settlement.
Slay stick.
Death by sheep. Yeah, the sheep for the win.
That puts me up to 8 points.
Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I appreciate the thank you. I'm sure Simon does also for all the video editing and everything. People appreciate it.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
That's good. You know, honestly, it's like you see, like a big part of how YouTube monetizes you and I is number go up, make me happy,
Yeah.
right? Which is bullshit, but it's how the brain works.
Yeah.
So I like to remind myself that every one of those views is like a human being with a life,
That has
with like
enjoyed something.
problems and happiness and struggle and strife,
Yeah.
and like maybe that brought a little bit of joy to their life, and that's
Absolutely.
because right now it's like my views are so down and my channel income is so down, and it's all just like Barry's like eclipsing me right now, which is a joke to me because I got like
Weird.
46,000 subscribers and like been making my channel for nearly a decade,
Yeah.
and like I'm making nothing off of it. So what I have to take out of is I get to make videos about whatever the fuck I want,
Yeah. Keep yourself
and
happy.
it might brighten people's day, and that's all that matters. So
What do
you
you
just
want?
enjoy it.
An or.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the bank. Not gonna help me.
I've used the bank way too much. I've taken.
Who's got some Rocky Boys? Does Haley have any Rocky Boys? I got all her
No,
cards. on
yeah, you got it all.
God damn it!
I definitely don't have a Rocky Boy.
Shut
just
up.
trade.
How did you brew your own? In this case, I think Simon purchased a brewing kit and then had a local brewery
Bricky Boy.
produce it all for him, and then now we just get to enjoy the fruits of our labor. It's basically like a slight extra value or cost to get them to brew it all up for you in their safe sanitary conditions.
Oh, you guys are still here with us.
Cheating.
There's actually, how many people are
1,
there?
2,
Still-
3,
Man, you guys
4,
have
5,
hanged
6,
out a
7.
long time with us.
Yeah.
You guys have nothing better to do as well?
Seriously. All right, that's the end of my turn. Go on. I
Nathan's
tried.
turn.
yeah.
I tried so hard.
What is your end up?
Four.
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 4.
So you
Give me all of your sheep. 4 sheep,
Yeah,
please.
wheat.
Nathan gets
me wheat.
Wheat. 2 wheat.
2 wheat for
Barry,
Nathan, 2 wheat for you, Barry.
I'm not collecting.
Do you
And
want your
then
3 sheep,
I need
Simon?
4 sheep for me and 1 for.
Your
for
turn.
me.
You have no turn left though. So.
I don't care. I want my damn sheep.
Development fucking cord.
Oh no, but you can't play a development card though.
Look at these sheepy
Because
boys.
you have to play it at the beginning of your turn. There for the next round around.
Fangulo, che cazzo di merda?
Ah. Affangulo.
Che cazzo è sta? Porco dio. I'll trade a 3 wheats for a brick. And then I will put an ore. Sorry,
Better
an ore.
better exchange rates now? Is it down to
No,
3?
he has a 3-to-1 trading post.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ! I never even paid attention to my trading post.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, you have a 2-to-1 sheep, but you
I
didn't.
know, and
sheep.
I have like 40 sheep. in
Oh,
my-
did you?
Oh,
Idiot.
now you do, yeah.
Does anyone have an ore?
I have nothing.
Simon, do you have an ore?
Just take it.
I ain't
man.
got no ore. I
Just
just
take it.
got sheep, bro.
Canadians in the wild are mesmerizing, and you just can't stop watching them.
Really?
Hey, 1 city, please.
Nathan's making up the rules.
You don't
on
have
the
any more
last turn.
cities, so you actually can't. You have to buy a set.
Oh,
You're out of cities.
I said
Oh, he
cities.
can upgrade to
I'm
it.
out of settlements.
Oh,
and I
fuck
have a
yeah,
city.
you finally got a city.
Welcome to the party.
Woo!
Wow, Nathan just showed up.
Okay, which one do I replace?
And it doesn't really matter at this point. It's
This
your
one.
last turn.
The one I cheated on.
Yeah.
Nice. Boop.
Do you have 10 points yet?
No.
Okay, well, then Barry wins.
Yeah. Then
We'll
we
wait
got
for Simon to
1,
get
2,
back.
3, 4, 5, 6,
5,
7,
9.
8.
Oh, you have 8? Oh, damn.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
By the way-
it's me, Haley, Simon, Nathan.
Oh, I didn't lose last place. That's
Yeah.
all that matters to me. Just 1 inch
Also-
off the floor.
I love the comment of Canadians in the wild. This
Yeah,
is,
we're literally as
this is
far out
funny.
in the wild as you can get, really,
Yeah.
around here, too.
Are you
This
kidding
is
me?
about as wild as Canadians
Don't let
get.
Dustin Amy see this stream. They're gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's statement.
Yeah, alright, I said around here.
Around here. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're the furthest out for the folks that are right here.
Yeah, sweet. Well, I
Oh,
mean,
good
we're
game.
all out of questions, and
And we're all out of game.
yeah.
I just got this.
And y'all
I
drank
just
all
got
my
this for
beers,
Christmas,
so- We're good.
Pastor Will, was it? Should I flip the table?
yeah, no.
No, my beer's on there.
I just got this game. This
Um,
was my one Christmas present this year. Was this game?
yeah, it's a great
we're
game.
poor.
This is,
Get
this
some
is
nice
awesome.
ass socks
So-
then.
Yeah, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging in. For the few of you
Oh,
who
I'm praying-
donated,
I'm
it is
praying nail
deeply
polish.
For the
appreciated.
one person that donated.
Oh,
you're
it was
my
2
hero.
people.
Was it?
Two donations.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Lil Wayne and
Oh, you're getting it?
and
Simon's getting it.
this is more.
How?
Thanks for tuning in.
This has been another great episode of Sailor Berry.
We're going to sit here and criticize Simon until he presses
Tune in next week on my
Simon's
channel for another live stream.
Do we play darts?
We're going to play darts or eat some horrible food or play a video game. Anything's possible.
If you guys have a specific thing you want to see us play, just leave a comment.
Please
I
do.
don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got nothing better to do, but also remember that we don't have all the games and we don't have we
Yeah.
have limited resources.
Haley Martin Tattoos on Instagram, Wild Apostate on Instagram, Finding Simon on Instagram, and
Not tan at all.
yes,
Not ton at all.
Natan at all. Get it. Follow us
Right.
on Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.